Well, good evening, everybody. How are you doing? It's Connor. We're back here with another One Leeds Watchalong. It feels like I've seen a lot of you already today. A fair few videos going out over the last 48 hours, everybody. And thank you so much for engaging, as always. We're always trying to provide as much content as possible on the channel. And look, sometimes maybe it might be a bit too much for some of you guys, but sometimes you just can't get enough. So yeah, we're always promoting stuff on there. Please make sure you're sharing the video as well. Make sure you're getting it to your friends and all that sort of good stuff. I'd just like to say a big thank you to all of the people on here who've actually transferred from Twitter and Facebook onto YouTube as well. It really helps me out, everybody. We get a massive following on Twitter and Facebook in particular as well. We obviously do on YouTube, but it's great getting you lot transferred over here as well. Make sure you start up the old YouTube account, everybody. It's free, it's easy, and yeah, really helps the channel out as well. How are you doing, anybody? Anyway, everybody in your world, what's going on? Let me know in the comment section below. Really interested to get your thoughts in on this one. Massive game for the Whites this evening. Tom's in the building. Evening. Good evening, folks. Good luck, Leeds from SAFC supporter. Yeah, mate. Good evening, mate. Feeling good tonight? Yeah, shout out to you, Dino. Thanks, good man. Time to go breaking Watford tats. Kelly, shout out to you, Kelly. Brand new member to the channel as well. Everybody, I don't say this often enough, really, when I'm doing these watch-alongs, so I always like to get it out at the start. If there is any contributors financially, I just want to say thank you so much. I don't feel like subscribers get enough thanks when it comes to that sort of stuff, and I want to make it a big precedent on this channel to say thank you for anybody who does that. And to the likes of Kelly, thank you so much. You can join Kelly and hundreds of other members as well by joining the channel membership, which is just where you click join, where you can click subscribe as well, and all the proceeds go towards financing the channel, which is no cheap job. So thank you so much. You can join the Patreon as well for a bit of bonus bits. Clips is in the building. How you doing, Ross? How's it going, mate? Rajiv says, evening, Connor. Excited for today's game. Farkas sticking with the same starting 11 as the commentary match. Defensive stability key. Hopefully we can put the ghost of last season's draw to rest tonight. Probably says, good to see your hair is losing its blondness. It is, mate. We're going dark again. It's going back dark. Yeah, this is what happens, mate. It's growing out. I will say this is probably going to be the last time I get it bleached. I've not felt it this time. The last couple of times I've been feeling myself. I've had that Ethan Ampadu, Patrick Bamford, Matteo Joseph arc of blondness. Not feeling it anymore. I don't know how you blondes do it. It is maintenance. I just need to spank these immediately to dispel the complaints from Saturday. I completely agree. Tony's in the building. Hey, Tony. Up at 3 a.m. In Australia to watch the game. Looking forward to a few breakfast Guinnesses to wake me up. Honestly, mate, I wish I could take part. I've got the old peppermints in. I'm probably gonna have to bring out the red wine for Valentine's Day. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just pacing myself. Evening, Connor. Hey, Mike. How's it going, mate? 2 brilliant videos on the Sportsman from you today, Connor. Yeah, thank you, Zabir. Always see your comments, mate. Very kind. Thank you so much, buddy. Yeah, I was very, very kindly invited to the Sportsman, and I hosted a few shows over there earlier on. Everybody, big privilege of mine, as you guys know. It is my background, so it's always nice hosting a few shows on there, and yeah, really enjoyed that one. Evening from Jersey Channels. Exiled White. Hey, mate. Ian Blades, hey Ian, just popping over to watch your mob with Jimmy. We're back later on when Joy Division starts playing. Give us a wave from down there, mate. Give us a wave. Win tonight, it sends a real message to the others. It indeed will, my friend. Good evening, Connor, mate. Yeah, we've gone over those. Let's have a look, see what everybody's saying today. London is a bad place for us. Hopefully we can start changing it. Come on, you Whites. Leeds in the building, saying, yes, Connor, love your content. Think 2-0 win tonight. Gruev for Rothwell is obvious for an away game. Would love to see early subs for better impact. Yeah, I agree with you, man. Thank you so much as well. Anyone done the maths on the remaining games to be nice? Yeah, I saw my sponsors of the show as well, everybody. As you guys will know, and we'll be flashing these lads up at half-time. Very, very kindly sponsored by GNO, the Job Match Group, and IPM Group UK. Any queries of sponsorship, please get in contact. One Leeds Fan Channel at gmail.com. But yeah, I was speaking to Mike, who is part of one of these sponsors, and Mike was telling me that apparently Popey has said that we need 8 wins in his opinion to go up, which I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. But we'll have to wait and see. Tom Jack, Connor would love to take a win at Watford and then a draw at Sunderland. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to win them both, mate, to be honest. Yeah, give me them both. Ash with the £5 donation. Ash, thank you so much, mate. Really appreciate it. Like, get your comment in, man. I don't want to be taking money off you, buddy. I want you to get your comments and I'll read that out. Thank you so much for your kind donation, though. Hello, 3-1 Leeds. Having a couple of coffees. Just got back from work. Hey, Amy. Do you know what, Amy? I don't think I've ever... I know you're stateside, but I'm not sure whereabouts you're from. Good luck for Leeds tonight, SCFC fans. So gutted on Saturday with the draw. Yeah, shout out to you, Ash. Yeah, I appreciate that. Evening, mate. Do you think Stroik would start? We'll get into that, bud. We'll get into that. Just wanted to get a couple of your comments in. A few people saying as well that they wanted to go watch Madrid. Yeah, Madrid City on the night where Leeds are playing Watford. It's fantastic, isn't it? Okay, let's get into it, shall we, everybody? So the Leeds United lineup, if you are new to the watch-alongs, everybody, what we'll try to do every single stream is we'll try and go break down the stats before the game. We'll look in the lineup. We'll, do things a little bit differently, and I want to get your thoughts ultimately on this as well. Obviously, so we've got Ilan Mele and Net, Jaden Bogle, Junior Firpo, Joe Rodon, and the big one is Ethan Ampadu here. So yeah, I think this is makes us a little bit weaker. I can't deny it. I'm a massive advocate of Pascal Strout when he's fit and firing within his Leeds United setup. Maybe he's not yet, but he's fit enough to be on the bench. I just think, yeah, I'd prefer Pascal here. I think his athleticism at the back to deal with, Chakvetadze, of which we know is going to be running at the centre backs. Maybe Varka's maybe looking at maybe a little bit more mobility at the back. But I think Dumbia, if he's smart enough, will lean on Ampadu. Probably a little bit more of a physical, imposing centre forward there. I would have been putting Strout there, and I don't mind Gruev in there, but if you look at Deli Bashiru there, Sissoko and Kiembe and Loser. That is probably take Loser out. That is a physically imposing midfield. It's a very, very physically imposing midfield. And I understand there's a lot of us who think Gruev is this like combative, almost like hard man, physical and athletic to an extent, but Ampadu is that and levels above for me. And I think he reads the game a lot better in that middle of the park. I like Gruev. I do, and he'd have been my second option. And look, you look at Gruev on the road, he's been good for Leeds. We've not conceded the goal when he's been in there, Burnley and Cov. I think he was in the Cov game, wasn't he? Yeah, I think he was. Could have been wrong on that one, though. No, I think he was. So, yeah, that's a positive. Vata on the bench for them is big for us as well. I did like Larucci at left back, but he's not been preferred as well. But that is a strong midfield for Watford. But I don't care. Aronson back in, James, Solomon, Peru. No excuses, man. No excuses. Tanaka back in the midfield, bounce back ability. You look at the Leeds bench again. We don't really need to go on about it, to be honest with you. Yeah, Tommins, the most championship player ever. You're right, mate. East Coast time. Yeah, shout out to you, Amy. Greg's in the building. How you, Greg? How's it going, buddy? Get Junior on first goal scorer. My kids want to watch Madrid tonight. I'm not surprised, mate. I'm not surprised. Virginia. Oh, very lucky. Very lucky. Let's have a look. Evening, mate. Any truth that Leeds are looking at signing Spud Wallace in the summit? James, Leeds are looking to sign? Mate, I'm way off it. It's been a long day. You're gonna have to break that down for me. Kelly, thank you so much for your membership as well. Really appreciate that. I think 2-0 win for the Whites. James says better to rest, to be honest, for harder coming games. I think this is going to be it's going to be a harder game than a lot of people think. I really do. I think it's going to be a tough test for Leeds, this one. Naturally, it's going to be a bit of a tough test because they're a good team, Watford. They've got a lot of athleticism, a lot of physicality in that midfield. And you look at that, is a big midfield. Deli Bashiru, Sissoko, Kiembe, Chakvetadze, that is a big midfield. Let me just turn the brightness up on this, guys. Hold on a sec. There we go. That should be a little bit better. Is that a bit better for you guys? That should be all right. Quacker Slot says, evening, Connor. Get three big points on offer tonight. We need to put it. We need to get into them early and put it to bed. We do, mate, 100%. I would rather see Ampadu versus Soko. Think, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Really, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. I'm just more thinking that you'd rather have that physical presence in the midfield for me. I think that, and Gruev is that to an extent. I think Gruev's more of a mopper. He's more of a mopper up of loose possession. I'm not sure he is that physical, combative. He's just not for me anyway. He's a defensive presence. Just because he's a defensive presence doesn't mean he's like a physical, bolshy player, which Ampadu is. So yeah, for me, it's yeah, not sure. No can see you now. Good lad, Tony. Good lad. Connor Haylofts, how's it going, mate? Rothwell, yeah, 100%. Who the danger players for Watford? Chakvetadze says the one. He's the one. He's the one who I'd take right now in a heartbeat, and I think he'd actually fit in our midfield. He's probably the one The only one tonight who I've seen Tanaka really struggle with. He really struggled in that second half with Chakvetadze. So it's a big game for us tonight, guys. A big game. They've still got a good home record this season, Watford. I still think the top 6 for home form. We get this one done. We roll into Sunderland and Sheffield United. Then you've beaten Coventry and Watford on the road. Unbelievable. We've got more than enough. Leeds have got more than enough to win this game as well. So make sure you run up the likes, everybody, as well. Thank you so much. Hi, Connor, and hi to everyone who smashed the like button. Come on to Leeds 3-1. Still have nightmares about Cooper getting rinsed. Oh, mate, 100%. Eve Connor, let's get back to winning ways. Go get a Manor. Gabe's in the building. Get behind the team. Daniel. Personal joke there. John says, hi, Connor. Got a good feeling for this one. So looking forward to your goal celebrations tonight. Hope you're right, mate. Auntie says, if we lose, you already know people we blame in the midfield selection. Hope Farker made the right call. Yeah, that or the 49ers. That or the 49ers. Or probably Joseph. I'm joking. I'm teasing. I don't want to get people hot under the collar already before we've even started the game. Okay, let's get into your team ratings over the past 5 games. We've got Watford, 3 losses out of 5. We look at the most recent game as well against Sunderland, a really good draw up there, of which they'll be gutted that they didn't get all 3 points, 2-1 until the final moments. And obviously, Sunderland then really should have gone on to win that game. That should give Leeds some encouragement, but they've not won in the last 4. It's a tough game for Leeds. It is a tough game for Leeds. It just is. Watford, we all know that. Hertfordshire's not a great place for us. But then we look at the team rating on the other side with Leeds. Obviously, that L is just for Millwall. Look, let's go and eradicate that. Leeds have lost, I think that's 2 games in 16 now. So no other team at this level has that rating. Leeds need to up that. Chances missed, 34 to Watford. For Watford, I should say 53 for Leeds across the season. I think at the weekend as well, there was a couple that were attributed to Leeds United, missing some gilt-edged chances. Last few results against Watford, 2-1 to Leeds, but probably the ones that we need to look at, the 2-2 down there, the 3-0 win down there as well. What year was that? 2022. My goodness, I don't even remember that. 3-0 at home. Obviously, it's been a bit of a vacuum at home, but that one last season sits long in the memory, doesn't it? Everybody, we were top 3, doing really well, and then it started to fall apart for us, didn't it? And Emmanuel Dennis absolutely ran Liam Cooper into the retirement home. So, yeah, a key player for this one. Interesting. My editor, also a Leeds fan, has gone Sissoko. We know who I'd pick. I can't believe he's gone Sissoko. I mean, maybe he's right. Maybe he knows something I don't know. But yeah, I'm going, obviously, Chakvetadze every day of the week and twice on a Sunday. And Solomon for us, yeah, I think that's a really good shout. Probably him or Ironson coming back into this one. Expected goals for both sides. Leeds on 60.2. Watford closing in on 40 when it comes to expected goals. Probably something key here to look at as well. Leeds still averaging, even after the Millwall game, 2 goals per game to Watford's 1.4. So yeah, just harking back to this one. Battle of the midfield. I feel Chakvetadze is going to come back into that space. They're going to go with 2 up front. Chakvetadze and Dumbia. Kiembe Sissoko, Bashiru, Loser are going to make up that midfield, and it might be a back 4, or it could, to be fair, be a 3-5, of which they've done in recent games as well. So we'll have to wait and see when it comes to Watford. Let's get into a couple more of your comments. Is it on the red button tonight? I have no idea, mate. Gabe, didn't you want Joseph to start tonight? He did. Very, very, very big fan of Joseph, is Gabe. Accurate teasing, no, always, mate, always. I'm always just sticking that one in. Screams the same sort of pre-match feeling as Cardiff for me, but we battered them 7-0 same tonight. The lucky shirt is on, says Paul. I know you're asking me to get it on, mate. A Watford fan is in the building saying, I think we beat you 1-0. Ooh, interesting. Bullshit from a Watford fan. Bullshit. Yeah, well, I think we will beat you 2-1. How's about that, a Watford fan? How's about that, mate? Who dons the yellow better, me or your team? Let me know in the comment section below. Time for a Tanaka Thunderbolt again. You'd hope so, mate. You'd hope so. Calypso says, on a serious note, would rather Rothwell start instead of Gruev. Just thinks he gives you more going forward. Yeah, to an extent. I think that's right. I think the only thing that we need to bear in mind when it's certain midfield personnel is he's not looking. I mean, I just think, look, thank God Byram's not starting, guys. And that's not a slight on him, but thank God he's not starting just on the basis of if Byram was starting, we'd be going down there for a point. We all know that. I think we all know the lineup now when Farker wants to go down there and draw and come out of there with a point. So at least we're not doing that, and at least we're looking at a scenario once again where Leeds are looking a little bit hot at left back. As I say, I don't ever know when we will see Ramazani start a football match. You know, that's a conversation to be had, I guess. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. NFL Edit says, who are the number 10? Who are the number 10 for the match? Aronson will be the 10 for us, and I don't think they're deploying number 10. Maybe Deli Bashiru or Loser, probably. I think Franco says, I think this is a tough test, but a point would be good enough away from home. Yeah, would a point be good enough? Would a point be good enough? I don't think Leeds should go into any game wanting a point at this level. I think that's previous mentality, to be honest, Franco. I think it's previous us being scorned. I think we should be going into every game needing, wanting to win the game, of course, and going to win the game. You look at their last 5, losing 3. Leeds United should be adding to a 4th there. With how good we are, what the options we have, the fact that they played on Saturday. They played on Saturday at Sunderland. That is a 6-7 hour trip, and we know nowadays footballers get planes, and it's expert travel, of course, but still it is travel. Nonetheless, I'll hear some Americans in here saying that a 5 to 7 hour trip is the next town for them. In England, it's a big trip. So yeah, I think that does play a part. And it would Watford have been able to rotate any of these players? No. Leeds have rotated 10. So once again, guys, we come back to that old narrative again of a draw. Is it good enough? Is it good enough? Is it good enough with what we can do with the rotation that we've got in? I mean, you look at this Leeds side now. Mele's come back in. Bogle's come back in. Firpo's back in. Rodon's back in. Tanaka's back in. Gruev's back in. Aronson's back in. James is back in. Solomon's back in. Peru's back in. Okay, so aside from Ampadu, it's 10 changes, So Leeds have had more than enough rest to come here, to be fresh, and to win the game. To win the game. So, yeah, I think that's something to look at. Also, guys, what I've not said is we will not be doing the fan forum. I've just seen Matt in the building. We will not be doing the fan forum tonight. The reason behind that is some of our patrons. So if you want to be part of the fan forum on the instant match reaction, so we have the instant match reaction immediately after the game, then the fan forum. Normally for the fan forum, we have patrons in the Gary Kelly tier. We can't have that tonight, unfortunately, because our Gary Kelly tier members are just not available tonight, whether or not it be, I think someone's got like a recital or something like that, and you got a few of them working and all this sort of stuff. So we only take people coming on for the instant match reaction / fan forum if they're part of the Patreon. So if you want to do that, you want to be part of the WhatsApp community as well, of which they're popping off right now. Make sure you join the Patreon, everybody. Shout out to Chewy, who joined the other day as well. The start of the decline, I'm calling it. Chris, do you want the decline, mate? Look, man, some of the things I agree with you, Chrissy boy. But yeah. Chef, you went to Watford with a threadbare team and won 2-1. Yeah, 100%, mate. And that's in Watford's last 5 as well. They're one of the losses. Hey, mate, hope you're well. Must win for me. Join tonight. Let's stretch the lead. Yes, Matt. Always on the fan forum. And shout out to you, man. Given how Ramazan didn't play incredibly well at the weekend, do you think he should be starting today? No, Sam, I don't. Sam. But I think when your best technical player in Ramazani, it just isn't featuring at all, really. Aside from an FA Cup game, yeah, I don't know. I mean, what is going on with Manor Solomon's socks, by the way? Look at his socks. If you're watching that, he's why do players put like 8 or 9 holes in the socks? Just get smaller socks. They're all like, oh, it's too much tension on my legs. A, your calves aren't that big, you footballers. And B, just get some smaller socks. But yeah, no, for me, Solomon stays in, but I just want Ramazani to get more minutes because he's the X factor, isn't he? I'm dreading the next international break after what he did to us last season. Anders says Anderson is due to get a goal soon. He's just had his first rest, so he should be on fire. He should, yeah. First rest. Brian says, feeling good tonight. 2-0. Blinded from Melee, 2 saves, goals, Peru. JT says, JL, sorry, says an assist or 2 coming from Firpo today for sure. I can see them coming. Gabe says, look at that popped collar. Connor's going to be singing Oasis to you at this rate. Yeah, mate, why not? The MCR vibe. You got to account for Leeds tax when we rock up. Shaz, it is different, but alongside that, mate, we should have enough quality to be able to dispel any of that. If we've got the best side in the division, the most lucrative, the most depth-ridden, look, right now, this shouldn't be a conversation. No excuses should be held. Look, it's relative, of course it is, but a big game for any team. You get in the Premier League. currently in this era, you get Liverpool or City coming to town to a Bournemouth or a Brentford, they're going to sell the most tickets. They're going to make the most noise. But when you've got the quality difference, naturally, the bigger teams or the better teams are able to close that gap. So there might be tax, but Leeds have got the best team. And we'll also, bear in mind, everybody, there'll also be 4,000 or 5,000 Leeds fans down there. So, and it's, Watford, with the greatest of respect, aren't well renowned for having a packed out stadium and been a raucous bunch. So I think Leeds are going to be able to get down there and do a job. Do you miss Joe Wainman? No. LUFC Lofts. I'd be saying all our international players are injured and they're not going out of duty. End of. Yeah, maybe you're right. Chris Kingy, the ever optimist. Agreed, Lofts. Must win this evening. We need a gap going into Sunderland and Sheffield United because it's still possible. Yeah, man, hopefully. And you got to think as well, right? If you win this and you go into that game, full of confidence, and it's Sunderland then. Sunderland are going to have to come at Leeds, I think, because I think to claw this back for Sunderland, they're going to start making some moves pretty soon. I've been very bullish on Sunderland. I actually think they'll get into the top two. I think they'll do it. I think Tom Watson coming back. I think Joe Bellingham coming back. And I also think that Mundell coming back basically means that you can fit one of the best players in the division centrally. And if you fit him centrally, and you've got Tom Watson, who Brighton try to get for 18 million quid, you've got Mundell, you've got Mayenda, you've got Isidore. That is a strong team. It's a very, very strong team, and they're a better football team, in my opinion, than Sheffield United or Burnley. So what's gonna give? Is it going to be the team that's defensively sound and has conceded 2 goals in about 11 games in Burnley? Is it going to be the Sheffield United, who've probably got a better defence than Sunderland, a better attack than Burnley? Or is it going to be Sunderland, who are just the best team overall? It's going to be so tight. I think we're going to be out in front. I think we'll be out in front, which will be the good thing. Come on, Lisa's Arthur. Hey, Arthur. Daniel Svensson goes straight into starting lineup in the CL. Mate, how many times do we hear this? Ramazani's not our best player. Fair enough. Quezing, guessing the pre-match Watford chat isn't very lively tonight. Not tonight. It's not tonight, mate. I guess not. It's not like the good old days when I played football, when we had them over our knees like Thierry Henry. Mate, exactly. That's when football was great. Make football great again. You know what I mean? What is all that about? When is the international break? In a couple of weeks, I think, mate. A win tonight and we get 4 points from Sheffield and Sunderland would be a great return. Yeah, it would, mate. It would. Tony says, holes in socks don't stop cramp. Ask Trafford. Burnley fan Tony in the building. Need to take our chances tonight, not miss so many like we did against Coventry. I think the big one was Millwall, wasn't it? It's Millwall. I mean, flipping it. That game was huge, wasn't it? Absolutely huge. Gruev to defensive, is too defensive. Nicholas, you could be right there. You could be right, and there's a lot of understanding with that, in my opinion. In terms of him not maybe being what we need in that respect in a game like this, where you kind of want, you got Chakvetadze in there, and the thing is with Farke here is I think it's pretty evident that he's maybe more worried about Chakvetadze and their midfield than maybe, how do I put this? He's trying to negate their qualities instead of maybe enhancing Leeds United's, and that might be too harsh, but I do think playing a certain game sometimes is the right way of going about it. And what I mean by that is sometimes I think, if you're to keep out their best asset, but then at the same time neutralize that but enhance yours, it could be the best tactic. If you're not to do that, then it's a bit of a free-for-all. That second half when he had free reign, and I believe it was Rothwell and Tanaka in there, he was really good. He's the best midfielder I've seen at Leeds. I thought he was dragging Tanaka around everywhere. Tanaka didn't know what to do with him, and I don't think he expected it either. So yeah, not ideal. Jody says, I don't get the Aronson and Gruev players. Both should be on the bench. Yep, fair enough. I don't get the acceptance of no Strout from the fans. He's our best centre back. Yeah, that's probably the tougher one. That's probably the tougher one for me. It's not starting Strout. I mean, in a game of which is going to be physical, I presume Deli Bashiru and Sissoko and the likes of Loser, etc., are gonna attack from the midfield at points. There's going to be stages where Leeds are maybe a little bit vulnerable, and we need to start physically winning the battles in the air. So right now, what he's trying to do for me is he's trying to be he's just trying to get Ampadu in there. I think he loves Gruev. He absolutely loves Gruev. And I think maybe in Farke's mind, Gruev is just an out-and-out defensive player. Ampadu does get forward. Ampadu does, get maybe a little bit more central midfield-esque than what Gruev does. I think Gruev is a natural defensive midfielder who sits on the toes of the centre-backs. But yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting one. It is an interesting one, a very interesting one. I agree with you, though, mate. I think Strout should be in. Strout should be the first name on the team sheet for me. Very sharply says, absolutely no excuse tonight, says Lee. Absolutely no excuse tonight. The players were rested. Watford had a long fought game at Sunderland. I'm not accepting a poor performance this evening. 3-0, my prediction. Yeah, I think you're right, Lee. I think when you come at it that hard, mate, I think that's a really good point. I think, as I've said, we've mentioned several times here, mate, you have that rest, you better be up for it because there's 10 players there. And some of the players as well was it Rodon and James weren't even with the squad at the weekend? Yeah, 100%. Agree with you. Right. Let's get the time nearly sorted. As you guys know, this timer isn't live now. So we have got 15 minutes till kickoff. Once again, just reverting back to the key players. I think it's going to be Solomon tonight. Going over the stuff that we've gone over at the start, everybody. Team rating. Leeds well ahead. Watford losing 3 and 5. Big chances missed. Watford at 34, Leeds at 53. Last results. Leeds on top. A lot of goals. A lot of goals. Key players, Sissoko, Solomon. Expected goals, 49 on to 60. Goals per match, 1.4. Leeds is still out in two goals per match. Goals conceded, Leeds at 0.6. A lot of things in Leeds' favour, everybody. A lot of things. Get your score predictions in the section below, of course. Gabe says, it's a bit bizarre to have Pascal out to accommodate Gruev and keep Ampadu in centre-back. I hope it works. But yeah, I'm with you, mate. I'm with you. That's the one. I think everything else is fine. That's all fine. But to leave Pascal out is a massive decision. Like, what would be less? What would be like? Maybe it's just the fact that Gruev's had more rest. I don't really know than Pascal. I'm not 100% sure what it is. Pascal is definitely fit, though, because we heard that from the press conference. So he's definitely fit. He's available to play. So, yeah, he's a better centre-back, isn't he? He's a better centre-back than Ampadu. He's a much better centre-back than him, and he's a left-footer as well, so it gives a bit of balance to that back too. I know a lot of people don't subscribe to that notion, but it does give balance, in my opinion, when you get a team pressing on the touch. Chak Vatadze is going to be pressing on Ampadu's every single touch on that left-hand side, if he is indeed playing on the left-hand side of the back two. If he is doing that, there may be some ball recoveries for Watford in our half if we're trying to play out from the back and they're pressing high as a unit. Leeds have then got to utilise that long ball. Will it be as effective as it was against Coventry? We're going to figure that out tonight. But Strout, for me, gives you just that little bit edge a bit of an edge in defence. Rai says, Strout will be back for Sunderland, Ampadu and Tanaka in midfield. And unfortunately, Rothwell, it could be the bench now. Yeah, I mean, I guess with Strout, with the time that he's been out, would you not want to build minutes into him? That's kind of where I'm at with him. You don't want Strout almost cold going into the Sunderland game, the biggest game of the season. I would suggest. I think there is a real. I think Sunderland at home is probably the most likely team I'm looking at right now and thinking they're going to come to Elland Road and potentially beat us. But I don't think they will. But they're just going to go for it. And I think when they go for it with the attacking presence they have and the structure that Regis Labrise has implemented and the fact that they've arguably got the best player in the league, we need to get this one over the line. I'd rather sort of a fully fit Strout play in this game, get into it, ease into proceedings with Ampadu just in front of him. And I think an Ampadu and Tanaka partnership is much better than a Gruev and Ampadu or a Gruev and a Tanaka partnership, for me anyway. Big one, this is Joe. If you dominate here and win 2 or 3-0, I think that's the thing. I think this one gives us, it's interesting with this game because you beat Coventry away, you beat Watford away, and any Leeds fan will tell you that these are banana skins for this football club. They are 100% banana skins. Coventry with the Lampard effect, they just signed Grimes. They'd won 4 on the bounce. You just knew what was happening, and Leeds just battered Coventry, battered them. If we can get the early goal here, which we're more than capable of doing, then we can take it away from them. The interesting thing in the last game is when we battered them, Rothwell was involved in that. You had Nonto on the right, who we're just looking at the goals here, was heavily Nonto essentially got an assist for that second goal, and Ramazani scored the first goal. So you've got a completely different dynamic either side now. It's completely different. So obviously Solomon wasn't taking part in that. Aronson got a goal as well. So, and it's just showing the second half here, of which Pascal got absolutely skinned, to be fair, and they scored that goal, of which I think Melee could have done a little bit better, but Bar skinned Pascal. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. They've got a lot of athleticism in there. Probably doesn't want to rush him back fully. He can't be 100% fit. He could be, man, could be. Connor, can you give me the team playing this evening? Thanks. I can indeed, mate. Yeah, so hold on. Let's get that up for you. I flashed this up about 180 times, mate. Sorry, this is the team for tonight. If you guys have missed it for both teams, including subs. He can't be 100% fit. I do think that we'll win this game 2-0 or 2-1, but Stroutman out for Ampadu, a bit weird. Yeah, we're more than good enough, lads. More than good enough, lads and lasses. Daniel says, hi, mate. Surely he's not giving Pascal 90 minutes because he's coming back from injury. FA Cup's one thing, but we need him fit for that. Yeah, and hopefully that's the mentality, mate. I'm hoping that's the mentality. That has got to be it, because I know he rates him. This team with any other previous manager who would do better, says Mike. Seeing Grace on LUTV, remembering that Bristol, mate, I was there. I was there on the pitch. Rice says, I agree, Connor. I just think he loves Greb doing a job away from home, mate. Definitely. AM94 says, can't see Watford scoring tonight. We gifted them a penalty and scored a good goal again. Yeah, I don't know. I think we've got to be transparent here, guys. I think we just played Sheffield United. We went and played Watford. I think it was back-to-back home games. Watford were much better. They were much better. And that's not to give an overarching perspective here on Sheffield United versus Watford. Obviously, one's in the top two, the other isn't. But the whole point is, let's not, I don't want us to get into that mantra of taking them lightly. As I say, good home record. We were good last season when we went down there, and we really, really struggled to get hold of the game. The athleticism, the physicality was a huge part Leeds struggled with. So yeah, we're going to have to get on tabs with that tonight. We'll have to get on tabs. Dino says, do you think Farker will go at Sunderland or play at cagey? I think he'll be cagey against Sunderland. I think he knows. If we win tonight, I think he'll be cagey. Happy for Solomon says, Evan getting player of the month. He's showing that he's Premier League. Yeah, he's been very good, mate. Very, very, very good. Very good indeed. Ash says, is the physicality the big challenge for tonight? So this is interesting from a Sunderland fan. I felt we're bullied from the centre of midfield Saturday without Job. Yeah, and that's where Sunderland is strong. Rigg, well, normally Brown, don't you? But obviously Brown's not been in. But Rigg, Lafay should be in there, but and Bellingham, and obviously Dan Neil. Yeah, it's a good conversation, and normally you've got a trident in midfield there who have got a lot of utensils, but so do we. We've got a Swiss Army knife in there. But in that central space now, you've kind of got Aronson, really. Now you've got Gruev, and you've got Tanaka. I know this doesn't go a long way in football, but it is sort of a midfield of which is sort of comprised of around 5'8", 5'9", and you're going up tonight against some really big boys in that midfield. And I think it's a microwave looking at it, but second balls are massive, and I think second balls are naturally facilitated by a little bit of physicality as well, interpretation and perception, but as well winning those second balls, being able to win your duels, your ground duels, and physicality does become a part of that. Athleticism, sometimes, I know it sounds daft, but sometimes body composition. That's why you sometimes have big midfielders in there. You look at Joe Bellingham, 6'2", 6'3", in there, gives him a completely different complexion. Not only a good ball player, not only a very good midfielder, but someone who can boss that midfield with his physicality. You look at Gruev, Aronson, who's going to drop deep a little bit, and Tanaka in there up against Sissoko, 6'2", Deli Bashiru, 6 foot. Loser's going to be in there, of course, who's a little bit shorter. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. So yeah, hopefully, if it isn't going our way, and if we are losing that physical battle, let's hope he changes it around a little bit. But I think we'll be fine. Let's go, Lee. Shout out to you, Jared. Should be looking to win all games, put the league to bed. Love the shirt, Connor. Would love to have one of the strikes up front from that era. Yeah, maybe not this one, mate. He was always injured, but yeah. Anybody from Watford that we need to be careful about? Yeah, Rajiv. I would go Chak Fatadze is the main one. Very sharply says that selection tonight is very best team. Anyone disagree? Get to Specsavers. Afternoon from Washington State, Connor. Shout out to you, Riley. Thanks for your constant support, mate. Let's go get 3 points. What time is it over there, man? What time is it? Normally I get Gabe giving me the American times. Devin says, personally don't think Watford are capable of beating us. We are that good, mate. Yeah. 100%. I think, yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. We should be winning the game tonight. And that is why I've gone with a prediction of a 2-1 Leeds win. And it'd be a big one. It'd be a really, really big win tonight, I think, for Leeds. As I say, this Watford, we look at our away form, it wasn't great. I think in the turn of the year, when we went to Stoke and we got that win, obviously, and we got a couple of back-to-back wins away from home, that changed it a little bit. Derby on the back of that, who, bearing in mind, at that moment, Derby were playing very well. I think they've got 20 out of 27 points at home. So they had a really good home record. No, it's gone downhill for them now, but it was going a little bit better for them at that period of time under Warne. You look at now, if we get back-to-back wins against Coventry and Watford, these are good wins at these stage of the season. You've still got Coventry, you've still got Watford, who are going to be gunning for those playoffs, everybody. And there is an argument that both teams get in there. So 2 wins over these is a really big win at this stage of the season. Still be 14 games left after this. Quick maths, there's still a fair few points to play for as well. But I think if we take the advantage tonight, I think you look at Sheffield United and they've got a really big game tomorrow night. If Sheffield United are playing like Sheffield United are playing, Middlesbrough are going to batter them. If they carry on playing like that. Luton, a bit of a weird team, still got the quality on the pitch, haven't they? Still got the quality on the pitch. Could they disturb things at Sunderland? We've seen Sunderland conceding a fair few goals in the last 2. Is it going to be a clean sheet for them? I don't know. Bellingham in back's going to be big, but Sunderland is still conceding goals, so maybe something to look at the rear there. And you look at Burnley just Burnley, aren't they? So we'll have to wait and see. They're just going to drop more points at home. But I think we win tonight. You go into Sunderland on an absolute high. You've got a big rest. As I keep saying, everybody, tonight we've got 10 players. 10 players who are back into the fold. Watford do not have that. I know they're at home, but Watford do not have that. We can jump through all the hoops we want in terms of excuses. But hello, Connor from Colombia. Vamanos at Leeds. Shout out to you, my expat life in Colombia. Whereabouts are you, mate? Whereabouts are you? 10:30 a.m. in Washington State. Quarter till noon. Love it. I love how you guys pronounce certain things. Quarter till noon. Quarter till noon. What would I say? Quarter to midnight. But it'd be, I wouldn't finish the word, so it'd be, as a Yorkshireman, it'd be quarter to midnight. But I wouldn't say that. I'd say quarter to 12. Really insightful, man. This is why you come to the One Leeds fan channel, isn't it, guys? My watch-along. This is what you come for. But yes, apparently I just want to know where all of the times are in your regions. Don't know why. Only 20 minutes from Watford. I tried so hard to get a ticket. Are you, Ryan? Oh, interesting. Didn't know that, mate. Watford are a physical side. Shout out to Mark. Mark, are you one of the Patreon members, my friend? I think you are. Ampadu in the middle would have been a good shout tonight. I'm guessing Farke didn't want Pascal out long term like last season. Be careful with him. Maybe that's what it is, mate. Maybe that's what it is. I think everyone, all the chat as well, are saying very similar things, and you're probably all right. This wasn't me, by the way, saying why isn't Farke playing him? Nothing like that. I was just wondering why he's not. Because I always think if you're on the bench, you're fit enough. Because why else would you be on the bench? 110 in India. Flipping heck, Rajiv. Well done, mate. What's your story of supporting Leeds, my friend? What's your story of supporting Leeds? I didn't know we were big at all in India, so there you go, my friend. We should be very well rested. We should be indeed. We'd love to see Pascal for Gruev. Move Ampadu up in this. Yeah, around 60. I think, Riley, that's the stage for Farke, isn't it? Maybe where people are questioning him a little bit. It's maybe just that proactive approach on the 50th, 60th minute. I'd love to see him if it's not working. If it is working, amazing. But if it's not working, I'd love to see him do something at halftime, If it's not working, do something at halftime, switch it up, and let's see where we're at. Cali, Colombia, 2:45 p.m. here. Shout out to you, my friend. Shout out to you. It is Amy. You're getting battered by my expat in Colombia here, and Rajiv as well. It's later over there, so we're not giving all the flowers to the Americans for staying up. The Aussies are always up late as well. So, and me, who is here in Manchester. I'd say, shit, I'm up for working for us. Oh, Mike, I apologize, man. I apologize for that. And here you are tuning into me. It's nearly 7:45 in Belfast, mate. Kieran could be making a trip over, mate. Maybe. We'll wait and see what happens. They're all coming out now. Great crowd listening to different fans' opinions. Shout out to you, Tommy. Thanks so much, mate. I think it's building more for Gruev as we'll finish the season with Gruev and Ampadu in the middle, safety first. You could be right there, Chris. The teams are coming out now, everybody. So if you haven't joined my watch-alongs before, quite simply what we do, everybody, is we've got a nice little scorecard here. The timer right now is on 10:39. Don't worry, we are not 10 minutes in to this game. What I do is a simple, really technological refresh like that. And you go when I go. Okay, you go when I go. So yeah, I will tell you when Leeds are kicking off. So make sure if you want to watch along with me, yeah, just set your timers. And something to bear in mind if you aren't watching this, everybody, live. A lot of people do say that the advantage is for the home team. That ground at Watford looks empty. So there will probably be as many Leeds fans as Watford fans tonight. So once again, we're not having that excuse. I mean, Poon and support Leeds from a 50 is wow, Prabhu. Good man. Good man. Potentially, Ian. Potentially, my friend. Potentially. Third kit. Yep, I think it is the third kit, isn't it? Louis says, loving the content at the moment, Connor. Quality. Thank you so much, Louis. Love that. And once again, I always say this before I start because, as I keep saying, I said this at the start of the stream, I never say this. Well, I'm trying to say it a little bit more often. If you do donate and become a member, you can become a member by hitting the join button near the subscribe button, everybody, and you get perks on the channel. Your name's lit up in green and all this sort of stuff, and I'll read your comments out first. If you want to donate, really appreciate it. All goes into the running of the channel. If you want to help even further, you can become a member like Matt, like Mark, and you can become a part of the Gary Kelly tier where you get additional bits, or you can become a part of just the legend tier anyway, and you'll just get Generation Leads and other bits, but merchandise and all that sort of stuff will be sectioned out to the Gary Kelly tier before anything else. So a few bonus bits over there right now, including coming on to the fan forums exclusively at the end of games. So yeah, thank you so much. What part of Manchester you in? I am not actually in Manchester, mate. I am in Didsbury, just outside of Manchester. So yeah, I don't know if you know your Manchester geography. I wouldn't bother if I was you, but oh mate, I love Belfast. I love Belfast. I love it. What a place. What a place. I'm not going to say this to a couple of my Dublin friends, but I do prefer it to Dublin. Sorry. Just I go to Dublin and just get absolutely, I know what you think I'm going to say, but I go to Dublin and just get ravaged for money. So you guys, it's too pricey over there. I think Dublin's like it's in like the top 5 most expensive cities in the country, in Europe, which is why I'm not a massive fan of Dublin. Like it, don't get me wrong, but Belfast tops it for me. Oh, Danny, we'll have to get a coffee, mate. Have to get a coffee. Yeah, man. 100%. We've got a Burnley fan as well who regularly comes in on the channel, and he's in Alderley Edge. So there you go. I actually love this kit. Hold on. I absolutely love this kit that Leeds are in right now. It's a really nice one. I do prefer it to the yellow one, I have to be honest. Right, everybody. We haven't started yet. Some of you might be saying, Connor, it started. It's not started on my stream yet. So look, you're not getting an updated one here. You're not getting an updated one. You're going with me. You're going with me. So here we go. It's 2 minutes in, but it's not 2 minutes in. Oh, it's this ref, man. Don't get annoyed already, Con. It's this ref, though. Okay, we're about to go. Bash. Here we go, everyone. Okay, Watford, Leeds United. Big game. Big game. Dan James receives the ball. Cuts inside. Immediate intention from Leeds. Very, very attacking. Peru knocks it off. Brendan Aronson. Really hectic start from Leeds. Ball put in by Aronson. It's a poor ball. Easily dealt with by Watford. And cleared. Good start from Leeds, though. Immediately on the front foot as Joe Rodon wins the header. Leeds trying to win the second ball here in that midfield. Peru. Oh, my goodness. What has happened there? Leeds corner. And in 36 seconds, Leeds should be 1-0 up. Leeds should be 1-0 up. Let me just guide you through this. Peru, poor touch. Jaden Bogle wins it. Leeds win another one. Brendan Harrison does really, really well. Leeds look refreshed. Ball played in. Oh, it's a brilliant block. Peru goes to place it. Deli Bashiru knocks it out for a corner to Leeds United. Good start from Leeds. Very good start, has to be said. 1 minute in, and we've had 2 really good attacking phases here. Solomon. Good start from Leeds again. Solomon again. Ooh. Could have gone down there. Solomon cuts back inside. Lovely feet. Tanaka should have gone back to him. Doesn't. Goes inside. Solomon was ready to receive that ball there. Jaden Bogle. It's an excellent start as Chak Vitadze closes Jaden Bogle down. Leeds go home. But very, very good start. Has to be said, probably I mean, we started very, in my opinion, very good, but, very strongly in the past sort of month anyway. Gruev Looks for the ball forward. Firpo, lovely ball from Grev. Firpo puts the ball in the box. Manor Solomon. Oh, he just can't get his feet sorted out. Leeds very aggressive off the front foot, and that should have been, it looked like that should have been it. Watford coming away. Great second winner from Ethan Ampadu. Ball over the top. Sissoko's first touch. Here comes Dumbia. It's Watford's first bite at the cherry as well here. As you can imagine, everybody, all systems go. Sissoko. Leeds come away with it. They break away now. Dan James on this right-hand side. Good feet from Dan James. Can he release the right pass? He releases. Nearly releases Joel Peru. It's actually good defending. Really good defenders. Watford come away with it. It's been a really good start from Leeds, though. It feels like we maybe need to capitalise here on some of this attacking intention, but it's been a very, very good start, has to be said, for Leeds United, everybody, as Watford come away with it. Loser, who's been exceptional for Watford on that left side of a central midfield partnership. Chakvetadze's first touch of the ball. Really lovely ball out wide there. Cuts inside. And here come Watford. Ball into the box. Oh, my goodness. Nearly a handball there as Watford still have the ball. Leeds just got to be careful here. First shot on goal and it's just wide. I think that's a corner. I mean, that looked like handball, everyone. I'll be honest with you. That looked like handball. The ball bounced up. I believe it was onto Ethan Ampadu's hand, and Kiembe's complaining here to the referee. Obviously, no VAR. Ball is drilled in here by Andrews. And I mean, that looks like a penalty. Ethan Ampadu is all over the place. He kicks it with his left foot and it hits his left arm. Maybe it's because he's kicked it onto his left foot where he gets away with it. I know that was a ruling of VAR not long ago, but Watford, as expected here, during this game, are going to have a little bit of a punch as well. Loser with the corner here. Can he get this right? Leeds United, can they defend it? Cuts it in. Nobody's following Kiembe on the edge here. It's a volley in and it's just wide and it's another corner. Leeds United, I have to say, everybody, I can see where Kiembe is there. And Leeds it's really actually quite poor in terms of how quickly Leeds United have got out to him. It's really, really poor. It's a volley from Kiembe. And guys, it's about half a yard wide. Leeds really sluggish in getting out to him. A lovely ball in by Loser, straight to Kiembe. Leeds take about 4 hours to get out to him. And it's nearly a replica of the goal Millwall scored at the weekend. Ball played in again by Loser. Ball too high over. So it's been good and bad here. Leeds, it's been 50-50. Has to be said, it's been 50-50 start. Watford could have had a couple there, but Leeds had a really positive straightaway start where, Peru probably should have got himself on the score sheet. Jayden Bogle on the ball now. Dan James cutting inside, which he's done a couple of times. Tanaka all the way back. Can Leeds build a bit of momentum here? It looks like this is going to be blow for blow, though, everybody. It's just my prediction for this, and I kind of said it beforehand when I predicted the 2-1 to Leeds. It just feels like this is going to be a very, very tight affair in terms of just blow for blow. Leeds not winning that second ball here. Watford doing well to come away with it. All the way back to their goalkeeper as Leeds look to utilise a little bit of a high press. The goalkeeper, it might be Backman, clears. Rodon. Watford throw, but it's been a tasty start. tasty start, has to be said. Never a pen, says Lee. Yeah, I don't know. It's very Leeds fan, isn't it? It looked like a handball. It did look like a handball, says Hear You. Leeds win it anyway. Brendan Armisen. Leeds throw, it should be. Nope, Watford keep it in. Done well. Chakvetadze closed down by Bogle. Chakvetadze gets past that. Delibashiru does well, but Leeds win that one. Leeds have got to start making the most of this, and it's a poor ball. It's an awful ball by Al Tanaka there, and Manor Solomon was in a really good position to hurt Watford there. And Al Tanaka, I don't think he's been great for about a month. I'll be honest. I don't think Tanaka's been great for a month. Just in terms of his distribution, in terms of getting forward, what he's doing on the ball. And hopefully, he proves me wrong and he's able to do something magical in this game. I know he's a talented player, but I do think in those spaces, those little spaces where he's given that time, he's not been as effective for me as he was earlier on in his Leeds United campaign. There's actually an argument Rothwell's been, when he's been featuring, he's actually been better when it comes to Leeds getting forward. Gruev anyway, Bogle goes for that overlapping ball to Dan James, but James didn't read it as they go home. Clear the ball again. It's a very, very compact midfield here. Extremely compact. Gruev up against Sissoko. And Watford win the free kick. Hi, Max. It might have been actually Ryan. Yeah, it was either that or he. That was maybe where Ramazani came back. I think he'd work in this game because of his explosiveness. I do. Um, but yeah, looks like this is going to be 50. I could be wrong, but it looks very 50-50 already. Looks very 50-50 already, this, which I'm not liking. Has to be said. Yeah, early goal. I mean, we've had so many early goals. We've scored the first goal quite a few times, haven't we, in the past couple of months? So if we can get this early goal, then that'll calm the nerves. Chapatadze getting past Aronson, looking for that ball, actually gets blocked, but the ricochet can Leeds win it. They have done, but they've got to win that second ball. Manor Solomon loses out to Loser. Loser again. Watford getting a bit of feel of the ball here. Leeds need to start just getting into the groove of it, which they're not doing at the minute. We're fine, we're okay, but you know, we saw Watford have Millwall have quite a bit of the ball at the weekend. They started getting a bit of confidence from it. Obviously, you know, you have more of the ball, as you'll know, with being a Leeds United fan this season. You're able to dictate play and create chances and do all that sort of wonderful stuff that wins you football games a little bit more often. Watford are having a lot of the ball here. Chepvetadze is getting on the ball a hell of a lot as well. Lovely ball in. Some nice interchange here from Watford. Sissoko comes away with it. Plays into Kiembe as they go wide left here. On this right-hand side. Oh, Leeds try and defend it. Bogle comes away with it. Yeah, Leeds are letting Watford dictate this, I have to be honest. They're letting Watford dictate this a little bit. We need to start getting more of a hold of the game. Really basic analysis, but sometimes it is just that basic analysis that's needed. 9 minutes in. Watford shaded been the best team. Leeds need to get out a little bit. Chepvetadze is getting on the ball too much for me. Aronson goes back. Bogle. Tanaka. Back to Bogle. Aronson, lovely football from Leeds. Can we move it a little bit quicker now? Plays the ball ahead of Junior Firpo. Probably gets one of his first touches of the game. Leeds United building down that right-hand side again. Gruev in this middle. Looking to go forward. Manor Solomon needs Firpo. Doesn't find him, but goes inside. Lovely ball, actually, to Aronson, who can't get it under his spell. Watford come away with it. Loser. Deli Bashiru. Watford keeping the ball really well, you know, in these transitions. Dumbia now. Rodon does really well. Good defending from Joe Rodon. Excellent. Comes away with it now. Can he find a pass? Leeds have struggled a little bit to find these passes in this transitional bit when we're getting from midfield to attack. Joe Rodon. Leeds just need to settle down a little bit now. Gruev on the ball. Coming forward with it. Plays the ball behind Jayden Bogle, who's had to just step back to retrieve it. Gruev again. Calls for Leeds to calm down. Rodon. Gruev. Good ball. Dan James is going to go forward. We all know this. Chepvetadze follows him, makes him check back. Good ball. Overlap. Jayden Bogle. Excellent defending, and it should be a corner to Leeds. Bogle's kept it in. He's done really well. Don't give a foul away. Chepvetadze. Bogle wins it back, does really well. Excellent from Jayden Bogle. Dan James now runs into a little bit of a cul-de-sac, and it's a goalkeeper's ball. Dan just I love Dan and I get him a lot of the time, but sometimes you just have a quick look in the box there, Dan. Nobody's in there. There's no point in running towards the byline and trying to cross it, and he does that a hell of a lot. And a lot of the time it works for him because the rebounds and ricochets work out. Sometimes the balls are excellent as well through to our players, but sometimes he just gets that head down as Ethan Ampadu plays an absolutely delicious ball through to Manor Solomon. Solomon's first effort at the player here, puts the ball, it's a poor ball in. Dan James has to get his neck crick to get it. Peru shot on goal, and it's good attacking football from Leeds United, and we've won that corner. A little bit of a flighted ball in from Solomon, which didn't have enough whip on it. Excellent from Ethan Ampadu, who just moved forward into the midfield there, and played the ball in space to Manor Solomon. Put the ball in, floated, not a lot of whip on it. Dan James cricks his neck, puts it back into the box. Aronson's deflected header into the path of Peru. Corner. Ball played in. Solomon, poor ball in. Really, really poor ball in from Manor Solomon. Look, we've seen 2 Watford balls in from Loser. Both really good balls in. Can we try and beat the first frigging man? Or let's get someone across that front post. Let's get someone across. If we're going to play it into that front post, let's go get someone across that front post. Gruev this time. So once again, I don't understand why Leeds do this. So we've just had Solomon taking the corner, and now Gruev's gone over there. You look at Watford, it's Loser every single time taking the corner. I'd love us to have just that consistent corner taker. Gruev now. Ball in, better ball. Rodon wins it, headed out. No real conviction there from Leeds United. Once again, that's what we're losing, Pascal. The ball's been headed out, and Loser's got the ball, and for some reason, they've won the first contact here. Really poor defending, I felt, there from Jayden Bogle, who's assessed the situation and not attacked it. And Watford have now got about 40 yards up the pitch here. Very, very bizarre. The ball was bouncing. Jayden Bogle looked to come and meet it, but didn't halt at his position, and Watford have got the team 30 yards up the pitch. Very bizarre from Bogle. Assessed the situation and maybe thought that Watford were getting to it a little bit quicker. I'm not really sure, but that was a bit bizarre from Bogle. Chakvetadze closed down, keeps the ball, alleviates the pressure for Watford in there. But yeah, weird game. Very weird game so far, it feels. Yeah, they are up for this game. They are up for this game. Tough start. Yeah, tough start. Watford are a good team. Mentioned this beforehand. Don't let the last results fool you. And they have just gone to Sunderland and got a draw and probably should have seen that game out. Much better start. Mentioned the midfield battle here, everybody. And yeah, it's a big part of this game. Tanaka pokes it forward and wins a free kick. Well done, Tanaka. But you've got Loser, Deli Bashiru, and Kiembo who've come for a bit of a fight today. And that's not to discredit them as well, because on the ball, they look good as well. Tanaka wins a foul there. It probably should be a yellow card in all fairness. He stamped on the Deli Bashiru stamped on his toe. Tanaka goes back home to Ethan Ampadu, who plays the ball behind Firpo, which means Firpo's going to have to go back to Ethan Ampadu. Ampadu spreads it out. Rodon has to go back to Ilan Mele because there's no offering from the central midfield decks. Watford have closed it out. Mele goes long, finds Solomon. Fantastic feet from Manor Solomon. What a ball. Aronson in the central attacking midfield space. Good option for Leeds. Peru. Come on, Joel. It's shit, Joel. It's really poor from you, that, innit? Really big moment for Joel Peru there. And it's a really tame right-footed effort as Chakvetadze comes away with the ball. Apologies for my language there, everybody. That is a really tame effort from Joel Peru, which could have, which really could have, in a 50-50 game right now. That's your moment. That is your moment to put Leeds United 1-0 up, and he hasn't done so. Really excellent from Manor Solomon to get his feet out. Aronson in that pocket. And did really well to find Manor Solomon, right pass selection, and Peru's got it on it. And it's a really tame effort when he's actually got Dan James running in on the far side as well to tap it in. He elected to cut back on his right foot and shoot, and it's a very, very tame effort. And Watford get away with that one. That's a couple of chances now Joel Peru's had. Half chances, albeit, but that was a good one. Sissoko now on the ball. Can Leeds win it back? They have done. Bogle. Good feet from him. And Bogle then just wanders out of play with the ball. Bizarre. Check for Tadze. And the highlights, it's so good from Manor Solomon, that brilliant feet. And Peru, yeah, just very poor, very poor. Not good enough there for a nearly top goal scorer. Bogle does really well, sorts his feet out and wins a throw-in in the corner. But it is 50-50. Feels very 50-50 game at the minute, people. Has to be said. Oh, thanks, Mike. Really appreciate that. Lovely comment, mate. Thank you. Kiembe, physical battle again here in this midfield. Tanaka's doing well. He's holding up against it. The conversation beforehand was, can Tanaka and Gruev deal with it? And Aronson involved as well. They're doing so right now with Loser just filling into that pocket and being a little bit of the metronome in this midfield now. Always wants the ball, and the supply's got to be cut off between Loser and Chakvetadze. That's the problem for Leeds at this moment in time. It's abundantly obvious. It's Loser to Chakvetadze. That's what we need to cut off. The two technical players. Leeds win the ball back. No, they don't. They've lost it. Gruev commits a foul. But yeah, 50-50 so far, people. 50-50. Keep getting your thoughts in. Once again, thanks so much for your donations. I know a lot of you put them in during the game. Leeds win it. Good anticipation from Junior Firpo, who's been quiet in this game. Leeds building down that right-hand side like we saw against Millwall. And Purdue. Gruev. Melier, first touch, like it. Straight to Joe Rodon. It's been a good start from Leeds. Has been a good start, but Watford have started well. Watford have started well. Ampadu. Gruev. Ampadu. I think Manos Solomon started really, really well. Looks like the most dangerous player for Leeds by a country mile. Ampadu looks to search forward, but Leeds not giving him any options. There needs to be more movement here and quicker football. Tanaka. Brilliant from Firpo. Oh, he's played it behind him. Manos Solomon. Manos Solomon. No, wrong decision. No. James retrieves it. Bogle. I don't know what's going on here. Aronson, he's poor from Leeds, and we've flooded that box, and Watford come away with it now. Not the scenario we need right now. It's Chakvatadze comes away with it. Bogle does really well to get back and force him back. Tanaka wins it. He does really well. Dan James now. Leeds recovering the ball. It's like a relay race at the minute. Who's fitter? James. No, it's a poor ball. He's never going to get there, James. Come on, mate. Use your head. Plays it to Aronson, and there's a defender 4 yards ahead of Brendan Aronson who's always going to feed it out. But Leeds again in a transitional moment and the wrong decision. Manos Solomon, greedy. Too greedy. He's got options in that position. Has a go. It's deflected out. Dan James can't get a touch on it. Bogle on the rebound. Kicks it. Aronson on the rebound. Kicks it. None of them going towards that venture point. Firpo plays the ball forward. Excellent. Leeds in a good position again. Manos Solomon is, come on, Mano. I've just been bigging him up, and it's 2 occasions right there. And the referee has bottled a really poor decision there. It's an excellent ball recovery by Brendan Aronson, but the little gnome in the midfield has given a free kick. Barry Bannon regen in the midfield. We've got another referee, everybody. It's an excellent tackle by Brendan Aronson. It's all ball, and Leeds have recovered the ball in the attacking third there and are on another transitional phase. But unfortunately, Barry Bannon has given a free kick. I have to say, though, that the Leeds need to start its pass selection. It's certain decision-making again. Saw it against Millwall. Leeds have got to start picking the right chances here, the right options, I should say. You've got Manos Solomon in two scenarios there. He's got to pick better options. Chosen the poorest ones there, and Watford have got away with it again there. But Leeds showing moments. They're showing flashes here. Just take these chances. Come on. Leeds pressing high. Really good. Dan James is in. James is in. Do it. Do it. Get in. Get in, Dan. Come on, son. Do it. Dan James does it. Leeds with a high unit press. Absolutely fantastic. Leeds press Watford high. Terrible ball by Kiembe. It's blind. You cannot play that ball blind when Leeds United are pressing as an energetic, quick, counter-attacking unit. Leeds United won, Watford 0 on the stroke of the 20th minute. Leeds score the first goal again, of which Leeds do not historically, I should say, lose from winning positions. Fantastic stuff. Kiembe, blind pass in the midfield, being pressed on by Tanaka. I believe it was Kiembe. Dan James in brilliant finish. Brilliant finish. Goes to the side of the goalkeeper. Still has a lot to do. Keeper standing tall. It's not last man. He's got 2 players closing him down. Leeds United 1, Watford 0. Big goal. Big goal for Leeds United. Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. Now, let's not hold up. Madigan, Lee in the building. It's Dan James again, baby. And he's done it again. When Dan James is on the pitch, Dan James scores at the minute, baby. Leeds United 1, Watford 0. Big goal. Really big goal for Leeds. Excellent stuff. Now, let's not let them back into it. Come on. Let's not let them back into it. We have shown, it was excellent pressing there. Watford were trying to build up from the back, and Leeds did really well. And let me explain to you exactly what Leeds did there. Every single attacking option that Watford looked for there was cut off, and they're trying to play it out from the goalkeeper. So Cleverley likes to play that build-up out wide, basically. So they're trying to facilitate it through the centre, then out wide, hit the danger areas. Chakvatadze likes to go out wide, likes to drift on that left and then invert. That is what they're trying to find consistently. Leeds cutting off the pockets, cutting off the passing lanes there. And they're trying to play one-touch football there in and around Leeds United. You cannot be playing the blind passes when you're in a bit of a press. Fantastic by Leeds United. It's 1-0 on 20 minutes. Can Leeds keep up this really good start as Leeds win a free kick in their own area there as Loser brings down, I believe it's Ethan Ampadu. But yeah, excellent. First goal. That's what we want. That is what we want. Yeah, he's doing well. He's doing well. Exeter also beating Forest. Hit them early. Yeah, that's exactly what we've done. Exactly what we've done. Now Leeds can calm down a little bit, but let's still imprint. Let's still imprint, everyone. We know what we're all about. We know what we can do to teams. And quite rightly, as opposition people have said for this game, if Leeds are able to really, really take this game and hurt Watford, you know, the opposition teams are going to be looking at this and thinking, Jesus Christ, can Leeds be stopped? Really, really positive start by the Whites. I have to say as well, Watford have been good. I think Watford have been good. They've really tried to mix it with Leeds, and they're doing a good job. Leeds just a bit too powerful there in that press. Ilan Mele. Leeds controlling the tempo a little bit now. Ilan Mele on the ball. Goes out wide. Ampadu. Back to Mele. Leeds got to look for these options in the middle. Joe Rodon. Goes out wide. Jaden Bogle now. Loads of space. Up against Chetvertadze. Poor ball from Bogle. Had to be in the air. Played it along the ground, and it's easily ridden. He's just been bypassed as well. Just got to be careful here in these transitional moments, everybody, because Watford are looking to play this ball quickly, and they've got a lot of technically efficient players. As Chetvertadze has the ball now. Watford have done well to get through this press, and they've got a little overlap here on this left-hand side. Ball whipped in. Greve is in the right place at the right time. Just a little bit of a warning sign for Leeds United. Just a little bit of a warning sign that Watford can play through these thirds in a really quick, efficient, and technical manner. Just got to be careful there. Ball headed forward. Can Manos stop? The thing is, you can tell that, you know, they are comfortable, but you can get at them at the back. You can get at this Watford side at the back 100%, but they've not had a bad start. I think Watford have been actually really good. You look at that Coventry start, and you look at the fact that they're finding Chetvertadze too much for me. They're finding him way too much. Tanaka's got to get closer to Georgie. He's got to get closer to him. He's getting too much of the ball. Loser on the ball now. And that's where Aronson, brilliant. Well done. Close him down, but still Loser's got the ball. Once again, since he's come back into his Watford midfield in November, he's been excellent. But Aronson does really, really well to press him and win that free kick. He's got to be on Loser like a fly on you-know-what, everybody. Because as I keep saying in this game, we cannot get Loser finding Chetvertadze. That starts to happen. You're going to start to feel a little bit of the pressure in this game, and it will happen in pockets because they're too good to ignore. So Aronson of Tanaka have got to do work here, but Chetvertadze is getting a little bit too much of the ball for my liking. Got to start getting Tanaka getting close to him. Joe Rodon. Dan James. Oh, I mean, that's a foul. It's a yellow card as well. It should be. Brilliant from Dan James. Puts it round Nagakia there. And that's a yellow card. It's Barry Bannon should be pulling out the card. That is a yellow card. Every day of the week and twice on a Sunday. It's a yellow card that I don't think Barry Bannon's given it, but it should be a yellow card. And what Dan James should be doing is targeting that man throughout the entire rest of the game. But what a start Dan's had. Again, and someone in the comment section below is going to have to tell me how many times he's scored now. Greve over the free kick. Leeds closing in on the 30th minute. Greve, free kick, left-footed, in-swinger. Holds two hands up. Gives the signal. Be great to get one here, right on the penalty spot. No offsides from Leeds. They've got to look at this line. They've got to hold the line well. Greve whips it in. Good ball as well. Oh my God, it just needs a touch. It needs a touch. It's what a ball in from Eli Greve. It is an absolute peach. Where are we, Delia Smith? Where are we? What are we doing? Oh, you criminal, Leeds United. You're absolutely criminal. It is a ball that is begging to be tucked away. It is on the penalty spot. Oh, my goodness. And there's no Leeds player there. There's 3 Watford players closer to the ball than a Leeds United player. It's criminal from Leeds United there. Solomon. Oh, brilliant from Leeds. Can we keep it live? Manos Solomon, don't lose the ball there. Oh, Gruev does really well. Brilliant football by Leeds. Excellent. Brendan Harrison. Pass selection key here. Brendan Harrison plays it right. Dan James on the overlap. Poor selection there from Dan. Ball's ricocheting. No. Dan, look. Oh, Dan, man. Dan the man. Look, if he was as good as I want him to be, he'd be playing for Man City tonight. He's gone to strike the ball under the and that's no harsh credit, by the way, to Dan James at all, by the way, everybody. Sometimes I think Dan is just so erratic sometimes. So erratic. But then you get the brilliance from him for that first goal, and there's a likelihood he'll get another 2 tonight. Do you know what I mean? That is Dan James, isn't it? So, but they're really good option to play the right pass centrally. Brendan Aronson in a really good pocket. Dan Alexis shoot through the defender's legs, and there's, it's I guess worth the try, but Leeds pressing high again. They're a little bit nervy. You can tell on this right-hand side when Solomon's pressing them in particular, you can tell they're a little bit nervy to play out. Dumbia wins it. Joe Rodon and Ampadu are doing a really good job at the minute. Really good job. Hold on. Rodon hooks it clear. Hold on. Careful. Careful. Leeds nearly recovering it, but they're coming away with it. There's going to be a foul there. Nope, they've gone back. Yeah, it's the game of chess, guys. It's a game of chess at the minute. It's just midfield. It's exactly how I predicted this. I'm so happy that I predicted it like this. It's exactly how I predicted it. This is just a battle of the midfield. This is the game is being played in the midfield here. It is being played. It's not being played out wide. It is in that central space. Check for Tad's in. They need to keep an eye on him. Loser on the ball here. Leeds instantly closing him down. Watford cutting inside here. The passing lane's cut off. Leeds have done well. And now there's an opportunity, maybe if they can pick the right pass. Brilliant from Brendan Aronson. Joel Peru has played a ball through. It's Dan James. Come on, Dan. Yes! Get in! Come on, Dan James! That is what he's there for. Get in. Brilliant counter-attacking football from Leeds United. Excellent from Joel Peru. Brendan Aronson. That is one of the best balls I have seen this season. Brendan Aronson, well done, sir. How he was able to alleviate that pressure, get his body in a position where he's then able to just cut it through to Joel Peru. The weight of the pass. Just keep an eye on Brendan Aronson here, people. You can't because the highlights are crap. Peru, though, perfect ball. I thought he'd get that wrong. And what a finish, Dan James. Roofed it. Absolutely kimad it. But I want there to be specific focus there on on Brendan Aronson. Brendan Aronson's ball through to Joel Peru there was absolutely exceptional. Well done, Brendan Aronson. Not only has he done a fantastic job at keeping loser quiet so far in terms of that progression to Chak Vatadze, but I tell you what, that is a top ball. And Brendan Aronson so far, his ball selection has been very, very, very good. Brilliant from Brendan Aronson and Dan James. I mean, that's just excellent. That's just absolutely excellent. Roofs it into the top of the net in a real clutch situation. Dan Clutch James. 2-0 Leeds United, everybody. And I tell you what, half an hour in, I tell you what, that's what we absolutely love to see. Fantastic stuff. Down in Hertfordshire, Leeds 2 up in a really compelling game so far. Watford coming forward anyway. They're looking to respond immediately. On this right-hand side, can Leeds United stay awake? They have done. Leeds in this transition through Brendan Aronson have been excellent so far. And I have to say, Brendan Aronson so far has been absolutely excellent. Absolutely excellent. But Leeds are looking very, very good. Counter-attacking at its finest, has to be said. This is so good. So good from Leeds United. I'm so happy as well for Brendan Aronson in there because, look, I've been one of his critics this season. So far in this game, his pass selection, his football brain has been the best I've seen this season. It's been the best I've seen. It's the best pocket for 30 minutes I've seen from Brendan Aronson. He's been very, very, very good. Maybe that rest has done him an absolute service. Every pass has been brilliant. That ball through to Joel Peru there. Please go back and watch that on the highlights whenever you get a chance. Excellent. But his main task for the rest of this game is to stop loser playing football. Watford coming forward here. Shit. Melee comes to close. It does well. Well done, Elan Melee. Closes the angle. That's the problem that Leeds still have with Watford. They're still going to create with this midfield. Once again, they've got to be careful. They've got the combination of physicality, Deli Bashiru and Sissoko in there with Kiembe, with quality, but you've got Loser, and Loser's getting a lot of the ball here. He's getting a lot of the ball, and we know who he's looking for. Really well done for Elan Melee there, though, closing the angle. Okay, so yeah, I think it was Sissoko who's doing there, but look who played the ball with his right foot. Look who played that ball with his right foot. I keep saying it. Loser is the man because basically he's orchestrating it. He's doing the old Pablo Hernandez from deep. Okay, he's orchestrating proceedings. Leeds have got to get tight. Brendan Aronson done a really good job so far. He's got to get even tighter. For me, if I know a unit doesn't work like this, but if I am the manager right now, I am telling Brendan Aronson to man mark Loser. He's the man. Peru's got to drop deep on his touch. Brendan Aaronson's got to attack his touch. Attack his touch, I should say. Watford coming forward here. Leeds winning the second ball in Junior Firpo. Really good recovery rate there from Leeds United. Leeds looking excellent. We're looking confident. We're looking composed on that counter-attack as well. Watford are pressing high. The pressing high is a 4 and as a 5. So if we can just get through that press, find Aronson, James and Solomon, we're going to kill them. We're going to absolutely kill them. Ampadu. Tanaka. Back to Ampadu. Gruev. Firpo. Oh, really good from Firpo. Really good. Oh, I think Watford just won that. Really good from Junior Firpo. Went from his left to his right really quickly. Unlucky. Unlucky. Bogle been a bit sloppy. Yeah, maybe. That's a bit harsh. Bit harsh. 2-0 inside 32 minutes. I think he's... Look who's on his side, mate. Look who's on his side. That's what you got to see. Lee's doing well. Really good combativeness there. Really excellent to come away. Leeds just got to take the time now. Nothing rash. I always think with this team, attack is the best form of defence. But, you know, you've got to be smart as well. No ridiculous risks. Bogle. Careful. God, it would just be a little bit more. Oh, no heavy touches. As I keep saying, everybody, if you're not watching the game, Leeds are still building up. And Watford are pressing extremely high. You've got to think as well, they've got nothing to lose right now. Loser, robbed by Aronson. There's the pocket that we're talking about. Well done, Brendan Aronson. Can he pick the right pass here? Loser closes in on him now. It's a bit of attack and defence between these two. Aronson tries to beat him. Does well, wins a throw in. Well done. But he picked his pockets there. I'm sorry if I keep going on about these two. But if I'm drawing a diagram, we've got a loser here. Luda, and then you got Chak, and that wall, and that ball has been every single time, he's out wide, and he's looking to do this. He's looking to do that every single time. There you go. So you got to get that supply cut off. Basics. Solomon. Ah! Get in there! It's 3. Oh my God, the throw-in. Solomon gets it and he just goes for it. And that is Millwall. That's what Millwall did. They just shot from distance. You never know what's going to happen. Manor Solomon is on my mind. Brilliant. Fantastic. Great. Look, it's a terrible goal to concede. It's Millwall, isn't it? It's absolute Millwall. But yeah, ball played in. It's a wicked deflection off their defender. But if you don't shoot, you don't get it. But look at his strength there to hold off Loser. Look at his strength, his body strength, his balance to keep the ball, to get it on his right foot, to compose himself, take a strike. Leads to 3-0 up, everybody. It's dreamland for the Blues. Absolute dreamland. It's going one way. It's deflected, then goes the other. Leads both wingers on the score sheet. Manor Solomon, once again, is on my mind. Brilliant. Fantastic. 3-0 Leeds United. Brilliant. Who was worried, eh? Who was worried? Yeah, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Rack the likes up, everybody. Let's keep going. Fantastic stuff. Leeds. Yeah, Aronson's been brilliant, mate. Absolutely brilliant. The biggest thing what Aronson's doing, as I keep saying this, is if you just join the stream, it's cutting off that little maestro in the middle. He's just got to keep cutting him off every time. And a lot of it's up to Peru as well. Peru's got to come back on his touch. But look at him looking for the ball every single time. He's on it now, constantly. Aronson and Gruev are rotating as well to take up that position. When Gruev goes, Aronson's just got to fizz in here, in this pocket, just next to Tanaka. They've got to work in tandem. Loser on the ball here. Plays that ball over the top. It's a good ball as well. Negatia. Throw in. What a performance. It's 3-0. It's 3-0 to the Whites. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What a start. What a start. It's a statement. It's another statement from Leeds United. Fantastic stuff. Bogle throws it long. Chapatadze. Kiembe. Good football. Oh, and do Leeds win a foul? They do. Brilliant Bogle. Absolutely brilliant Bogle. That's why I always find it hard to criticize Jayden Bogle because I absolutely love him because he is so good. He's so good, Jayden Bogle. And that recovery is excellent. Had to be there because Kiembe was in. Kiembe was in, so he siphoned him out really well. Wins a free kick for Leeds United. And quite simply, Leeds United too good. Leeds United still, they're just too good at the minute for Watford. Aronson, go on, son. Great ball, good weight of it. Dan James. Dan James. Oh, come on, Leeds. This could, let's get, come on. Come on. This could be more. This could be 7. This could be 8. This could be great. Brendan Aronson, what a performance he's having so far. Dan James fires it and it's a deflection. It's a corner to Leeds. This could be 4. It could be anything we want. It's not a corner. It's a throw in. Do a diddy diddy dum diddy do. Throw in again. Goal difference is mad. Goal difference is mad. To be overly critical, we have to be better at the back. Riley. Yeah, man. Only a Leeds fan could be critical of this. Aronson. But great feet. Takes on Chapatadze. Nearly twice. Unlucky. Leeds win it back high. Aaron, it just looks like right now we've had about 8 years rest. And it has to be said, when you look at that team selection, against Leeds brilliant, winning the ball back in that midfield. When you look at that team selection against Millwall, it's absolutely unequivocally being vindicated now from Daniel Farke. Some people were saying he should have gone stronger, but it's been vindicated right now. Leeds look about 4 or 5 yards quicker. And it's obviously we've got a lot of quality, but you can just tell that Leeds have had the rest. You can look, we're a better footballing team. You can tell this right now, but they've got a lot of cool, smooth, calculated operators in this Watford midfield. It's a good team. And they won't be far off everybody. They could be even in the playoffs. This is an absolute dusting so far. It's a dusting. We've come down to Hertfordshire. And it's been a bit of it's been a competitive half, but we've just been so efficient, and we should have had more again. The XG will probably outstrip the amount of goals we've scored as well. Peru should have had another one. Dan James arguably should have had another one. But there's a standout in this game for me, and it's Brendan Aronson. He's been excellent. Gruev plays the ball over the top. Headed out. Firpo retrieves it. Leeds going for a 4th here. Junior Firpo. Come on. It's where Peru's got to be. Helping him out, and Leeds win that throw. Big statement. Jakanji, good lad. Good lad. Yes, Riley. Nah, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Fresh legs. Yeah, it does. He's the one for me. But this is what we were saying all along. It's like that the secondary options, they're not too bad. They're not too bad, but we're talking about secondary options because Brendan needs a rest. And that's what we're having a conversation of here. But he looks fresh and ready, doesn't he? Absolutely fresh and ready. Keeper kicks it. 2 up top still for Watford. Ampadu wins it. Really good win on it as well. Loser. Oh, Leeds nearly winning that second ball and we'd have been in again. If I'm to be hypercritical, it's maybe Joel Peru at the minute. Hypercritical, but that's it's not fair really. But if I'm being to be hypercritical, see it out till half time, lads, if we can. Can we get 7? I know that's a bit spoilt now, aren't we? Loser on the ball. Leeds 3-0 up, 42. Loser plays that ball over the top once again. Leeds doing really well to keep Chapatadze quiet, though. He started the game, involved a lot, and he's just gone completely quiet since then. Tanaka's just got to keep an eye on him. Just got to keep an eye on him. He's picking up the pocket between the midfield and the defence, which basically means the defence have to come out with him. Bogle following it all the way. They're trying to find him. They're moving the ball left, right, and bloody Charlie to try and find the Georgian. Lee's doing really well, and Leeds' shape's excellent. The shape's really good. Kiembe. It's not a foul, ref. Barry Bannon in the middle. 3-0 at half time would be a really good, obviously it's a really good, but let's get in at half time. Loser over the free kick now. Watford to put one in 3 minutes before half time. If you knew, everybody, please slap a like on the video. Ball in. Oh, Leeds win the first and second. Excellent. Leeds win both. Oh, Dan's won it again. Oh, he's gone for it. Oh, my God. Dan James nearly did the audacious. Dan James has nearly done the audacious. He's nearly scored a hat-trick. Jesus Christ, the keeper wobbled. Dan James has just chased down a ball, won it, as you can all expect, and he's gone for it from 40 yards with his left foot. And the keeper was worried there, mate. It looked like he got a touch on it. It looked like it was a corner. Did he get a touch on it? It looked like he did. Just wide. Dan James is full of it, isn't he? He's full of it tonight. Great to see. Ball up. Brilliant. Brilliant, Leeds. Well done. Well done. They're struggling with us. They're it's all well and good in that midfield looking for, you've all played school teams. You try to get it to the best players. It looks like Watford are just trying to feed. It's that loser, Chak Fatadze line that they're trying to find consistently, and Leeds are just cutting it off. They're cutting off. Tanaka and Grueber doing really well in tandem to stop it, and then you get an Aronson on loser's touch every single time, which is great. Peru's just got to do a little bit more and been on his toes as well, because he's not that out and out 9. He is a 10. Needs to help out a little bit more there. Kiembe drifting out to the wide left here. Sissoko. Deli Bashiru. Come on, Leeds, till half time. Let's just keep him out. Georgie Chakvatadze, it's like his first touch. He's had to come. Look at his positioning here. He's had to come all the way back to the halfway line to get the ball. And Watford have gone all the way back to the keeper. Excellent shape by Leeds United. Really, really good shape. Forcing Watford back. Alienating Chakvatadze. Really good. Really, really good. They're struggling to get past. They're struggling to get past the thirds. Into the final third. Nakiata. Batadze. Well done, Bogle, on his touch. All the way back again. They're not getting any further forward here. It's good shape by Leeds. It's really good shape. Peru. Bypassed a little bit too easy there for me. But they're not getting up the pitch so far. Chakvatadze again has had to come really, really deep to get the ball. Tries to drive through. Deli Bashiru. Kiembe, loser. Chakvatadze, there's your partnership. Good football. Leeds win it, though. Excellent harassing. Brendan Harrison comes away with it. Leeds marching forward here. Dan James just needs to pick the right pass. 3 Leeds players in the midfield. Puts the ball in. And it's gone beyond all the Leeds players. Joel Peru, I'm asking the question, where are you? Goes all the way. Solomon keeping it alive. Manor Solomon goes back. Junior Furp, I think Leeds just going to keep this alive. The attack seems to have died a little bit here. Brendan Harrison, I think we're going to go all the way back here. Yeah, we've gone all the way back. Ampadu. Aronson. Tanaka. Rodon. Not like a good option there for Leeds, though. Bogle. Dan James has been the most dangerous player on the pitch so far. Jesus Christ. Bogle overlaps. James goes back on that left. Come on, Peru. Get in front of your man. Flipping heck. You need to, if these balls are being played into the box, Joel, I need a little bit of movement in that box, fella. If I'm just to be hypercritical, these balls coming into the box, you're nowhere near. And James and Solomon have been putting them on a plate. Come on. Bogle on the throw. Leeds excellent in this first half. Really, really good. Jaden Bogle. Peru again, not getting in front of his man. Come on, Joel. Loser. Deli Bashiru. Surely it's half time now, ref. What's going on? And that's half time, everybody. That is half time. Blown away by how good that was. Well done, Dan James. Excellent. Really, really good from Leeds United, has to be said. Has to be said. Take a bow, Leeds United. Listen, we're going to be back, everybody, in the second half. Bask in that one. Check out our sponsors. See you in the second half. Well, that was all right, wasn't it? That's my best Welsh impression for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Guys, we have across all platforms 1,600 people watching now. What we're lucky at is we're seeing a lot of transition from Twitter, Facebook, and we're getting some LinkedIn numbers as well. Sometimes when people are putting bits on there, I'm luckily people are sharing it. But make sure you're actually creating a little YouTube account as well, everybody, and you get all the added benefits of being over here as well. So make sure you do that. Yeah, so we're getting into the second half. At some point, I've actually come downstairs because I thought to myself, yeah, why not? Let's come down here and get things sorted. John says, just watch your mate, the Blunts. Mate, he's the guy is the Jim, guys, for what you know, is the most bitter Sheffield United fan you'll ever meet. And I love him, but he is bitter. He cannot stand Leeds United. So I'm giving him a bit of credit so you guys can go over there and just say, Connor sent you. Give him a little one Leeds raid. He can't. I mean, we're 3-0 up. 3-0 up at half time. Imagine if this was Sheffield United with the greatest of respect. My God. Unbelievably unbearable. We were only 2-0 versus Cardiff at half time. Yeah, I think so, Aiden. I think that's the logic, mate. Best team in the league by a country mile, and we're showing it now. Yeah, I mean, this is good, isn't it? It is good. Gabe's in the building as well. Yeah. Shout out to you, mate. We're a class above. We are, mate. 3 goals, says Paul. Before coffee. Wow, now time to wake up, living the life on holiday at the beach, no TV, just look at this. Just letting us know. MAJ, MAJ, how can you talk after all the positives we've had this half, and I've given Peru a slight bit of criticism? How do you focus on? Honestly, mate, sometimes it baffles me. Some Leeds fans, if I hadn't have criticised him, you'd have to find something, wouldn't you, mate? Just because they've all, like, a lot of them have played well, I'd like a little bit more from Joel Peru. Okay, look, it's just, I'd like a little bit more from him, but I don't care with 3-0 up. I don't care with 3-0 up, mate. It's all good. It's all good. Subs, 100%. Aronson showing his quality. Yeah, definitely. Oh, goodness me. 3-0 up at half time. Can you believe it? What on earth is going on, everyone? What on earth is going on? It's been a bit mental, isn't it? I don't really know what's going on. Are we going to draw 3-3? Is that what happens now? The Leeds chuck it all in. I don't really know what goes on now. But yeah, probably a big occasion in that first half was Melee as well. A bit of credit here, closing the angle down well. It's a save you expect him to make, but he's made the save. That'll help his confidence. Goodness gracious me, definitely. Bring on Sunderland and Sheffield United. I won't be nervous then. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is now. It's, you've got to have a little bit of, and guys, on all platforms now, we've got over 1,700 people. Shout out to you guys. But yeah, head on over to YouTube. I know a lot of you don't, but 1,700 of you across all platforms. Thank you so much. But yeah, no, listen, we've got a real advantage now, haven't we, to go and kill them, stamp on the neck. But you look at Sunderland. If we beat Sunderland, it's got to be, and then we go to Sheffield United. We then go to Sheffield United, of which I am looking forward to. Laporte says, love to see your channel growing, mate. All the hard work pays off. Thank you so much, mate. What is Jimbo making of this, mate? He'll be saying Watford have been poor, Leeds have been average. But if this was Sheffield United, we will be seeing Jim exploding on a screen in front of us. So, yeah, we go again. Leeds players back out. Make sure you're locked and ready. Bring on 9-0, says Kelly. And we're getting ready, everybody. Shout out to all of you who've joined me for this half. We're going to refresh this in just a second. And we'll get going as Manor Solomon is the last one on the pitch. And off we go. Do you guys like my incense? I brought incense. That's such like a clickable thing, isn't it? Like a sort of thing that people are going to clip up. Why did I say that? Do you guys like my incense? I've got a candle with it as well. What do you think? And I put 2 little Leeds badges in front of it just for the aesthetic. Do you like that? What do you think? Are you a fan of that? Are you a fan of the overall aesthetic, everybody? Just, just like a bit of a homely feel. Might get a little gas fire, electric fire, maybe, in the corner. Who knows? Tanaka on the ball here. Oh, just played it out of play. Tanaka's been a bit. I said this in the first half. You've got on the far side there. Solomon is literally has gone beyond. I think it's Andrews, their left back. He's just gone beyond him, and he's in. And Tanaka, weirdly, I think he's when he first started for Leeds United, he was playing these long arching balls, and he was always forward passing. I think he's a little bit more tentative now. You're actually seeing Gruev play more forward passes, and Rothwell obviously when he's on the pitch. But he definitely is in that midfield balance now. Definitely the more reserved player, I would say, which is interesting when you look at the difference of dynamic. Very cozy. Thanks, mate. Scott says your streams recently have been superb. The one with Gabe was fantastic. I'm really happy you said that, mate. Me and Gabe are going to be doing that every Sunday, so hopefully you enjoy that. I'm really happy you guys enjoyed that. I think I was saying to Gabe today, I don't know if did it work, mate? Did it work? And I should have been a bit more confident in the fact that it did work. So yeah, for a Sunday episode to get 10,000 views, it's not bad. So yeah, first episode of me and Gabe as well. So it's really nice. So glad you guys enjoyed it. Loser plays the ball forward. Ampadu retrieves it and knocks it out for a throw-in. And as well, the thing is, guys, I don't want it to be an echo chamber. I want to get different point of views on there. And Gabe is fantastic for that. And we can have a real debate and stuff on that. And, he's brave enough to not let his ego get in the way, and I'm the exact same. So just a good old natter, which is nice. But if you want debates in the future as well, just let us know, and we can do that on Sunday and have a chat. But it doesn't always have to be arguing, but I know you guys enjoy a little bit of a counterpoint theme. Watford coming forward anyway. First 5 minutes important here for Leeds, just to keep a lid on things, I think. Loser on the ball, who Leeds have done really, really well to keep quiet, and that's been Brendan Aaronson's job. He's been superb in this first half, it has to be said. Deli Bashiru. Nagakia. They've just got to keep an eye. Leeds' press has been excellent. As I said, if you guys have just joined, the really impressive thing about Leeds here has been, I have to say, Daniel Farke's utilisation of the rest. So you can tell Leeds have had a rest. You can just tell we look a yard or two quicker than Watford. And we just look like we're sprinting to absolutely everything. The energy levels look very, very good right now. As Watford come away with it on this left-hand side. It'd be lovely to get a clean sheet. I know that sounds very arrogant. It's like, oh, yeah, it'd be lovely to win 6 or 7-0, but, to get a clean sheet, it'd be absolutely lovely. Sissoko on the overlap here. Watford dominating possession inside the first 3 minutes. Ball played in. It's a corner. Corner to Watford. Gabe is the real counterpoint. Yeah, I'd definitely say with that show in particular, me and Gabe are probably the ones in my life who have the most debates as football fans. So yeah, that probably works out a little bit better, doesn't it? I think Leeds have won a goal kick there, actually. Oh, it's excellent. The deflection's worked out in our favour. Joe Rodham. Connor, where's your dad tonight? He's at home, mate. We obviously live apart, but he's at home. Yeah, he'll be on the show very soon. You can catch him on the Patreon. He's there every week. Firpo plays the ball down the line. There's no way Solomon's going to get to that, I don't think. Oh, he's done really well though in terms of just getting back into position, and it's never a free kick. The ref, by the way, everybody, we're now calling Barry Bannon. We had Mini Mourinho in for the Coventry game, and now we've got Barry Bannon in the hot seat. Watford coming away with it anyway. 3-0 inside 50 minutes for Leeds United. Can they keep a lid on things? As I say, Watford, Leeds really in this first 5 minutes, this is very odd, but Leeds actually haven't touched the ball. In 5 minutes, it feels like Leeds just haven't touched the ball, which it's fine. It's fine. Just got to see the game out, I guess. Oh, Firpo plays the ball back. Ilan Mele. I think it's a huge game for Leeds because you've got all the other 3 teams not playing as well. And not that we need to do this, but other 3 teams not playing, they must look at Leeds and think, Jesus Christ. Like, Jesus Christ. Once again, Sunderland drew to this at the weekend. And we've gone to their backyard and we're doing this, I'd like to see as well the last team that went to Watford and did this. A little bit poor from Brendan Harrison there in terms of his first touch. Watford on the ball here. Leeds pressing really well in this game. Pressing really well. Loser wins the free kick. Shout out to Danny. Always, Danny, top man, gifting a membership. Give Danny a bit of plaudits in the chat, everybody. Danny's in here every single stream, gifting out One Leeds membership. So what a top lad Danny is. And to Ash and Kelly as well. Welcome to welcome to the group, and thanks so much for your donations. Really appreciate it. Ball put through here. Dumbia beats the offside trap. He's got 3 players in the middle here. Watford. And it's another corner for Watford. It's definitely been a better start. It's definitely been a better start from Watford. They have controlled proceedings. Has to be said in this first half, second half. Lovely Travella ball out around the outside, and I think it was Kiembe there who wins the corner kick. Chatvatadze on the corner. Watford's danger man. They're crowding Elan Melee. Absolutely no surprise there, and I don't know what Barry Bannon's doing here. What's Bannon doing? Because it's already been taken. I mean, who's he telling off? Okay, so Watford, after putting a ball in that Elan Melee sort of palms away, they now get to retake the corner, which I have to say I've not seen before. That's very interesting and gives Watford a bit of a leg up here. Chatvatadze, again, Leeds have got to deal with this. They're crowding Elan Melee and they get another corner. This will continue. If you're not a championship side, and with the greatest respect, you're not crowding Elan Melee from set pieces, you're morons. You're absolute morons. So Leeds need to protect him here, and Melee needs to be strong. Chatvatadze with the third go at it. It's headed over, and luckily for Leeds, there's no danger there, but they've just won the throw-in on the other side. He's not. I mean, I really hope he's not saying that, Andy. If he is saying that, tell him from me he's a bitter git. Ball played him. Nodded out. Gruev. Does really well there. The Leeds just need to get a hold of the ball here. It's been a bit of a sloppy start to the second half. Watford definitely in control. Definitely in control. It's 3-0 to Leeds. But look, we know everybody. We know what needs to start happening here. Just Leeds getting the foot on the ball, dictating possession a little bit. Chatvatadze is getting on the ball a little bit more, which we don't want to start seeing. But yeah, we just need to get a foot on the ball here as Watford have been. I think this is what they did at Ellen Road, wasn't it? They really came into it in the second half after Leeds in that first half. We just battered them 2-0 up, but we outplayed Watford in that first half at Ellen Road. Maybe we're seeing a little bit of a similar pattern here. So we just need to be careful here because, they do have the talent to be able to break through the lines. Chatvatadze. Harrison does well on him again, but Chatvatadze rides the tackle, cutting inside here. Turns. Balance really well. Him and Luz are just connecting now. Watford have it on the left-hand side here. It's Deli Bashir who tries to put the ball in. Good defending there from Jaden Bogle. And Leeds just need to get out a little bit. It's very, very deep at the minute. Very deep. Kiembe. Oh, a bit of a loose pass from Kiembe. I think it's going to be a corner. Brilliant. Okay, there you go. Leeds have won a corner, and Watford were just passing it out from the back. It's really poor from Kiembe there. He actually, with his body positioning, bearing in mind this is the guy who gave the ball away for James to hunt it down the first one. He's not having the greatest game, Kiembe. That press that Leeds are putting on him, which Tanaka did there, it's not helping. Not helping whatsoever. But it's a good start, but this corner will alleviate the pressure a little bit on Leeds, which it is. But let's just get it right here because Leeds have been doing a lot of defending, but Watford haven't done much. It has to be said. They've not done much. Guys, there's 2,000 people across all platforms here. Shout out to all of you. If you haven't considered moving on over to YouTube, please do so. I know a lot of you guys watch me on social media as well. Really appreciate that. Ball in. Gruev. Excellent ball in from Gruev. Headed out. Just these second balls, which unfortunately Leeds aren't winning at the minute. Watford shouldn't be coming away with it now. They've got 3 or 4 men in our half from our corner, and that's been a consistent criticism of mine from Leeds United's corners. How are Watford in the attacking third now? Ball played into the box, and it's a throw-in. And that's just the slight irritants of Leeds United when it comes to these corners. We're so ineffective from these from these dead ball spaces. It's not like Watford have done anything, unequivocally dangerous right now, but it's such a shame that from corners we can't get that marginal gain. It is just the ball goes in and it's always a little bit of a lax ball in as well. And invariably, the opposition team just comes away with it every single time. And we're actually more vulnerable when it comes to us having a corner, which is very, very unusual. No, shout out MW, thanks, mate. So Leeds eventually win it in that central midfield, but lose it again. And this has just been the theme of the second half, to be honest, guys. Tanaka wins it, does really well. Now, can Leeds get a little bit of possession here? Junior Firpo coming through that central space there. Pause. Loads of time on the ball. It's a really heavy touch by Junior Firpo, though, unfortunately. And he's passed the ball out to Manor Solomon, and he's had to really just kill that ball there in possession. He's done well. Solomon now just in a little bit of space. Lee's not having to just create anything here when it comes to a counter-attack. Junior Firpo with another poor ball, which really enables Loser to close Solomon down. And Solomon's done exceptionally well and won a free kick there. I think it was Andrews, actually. Really good feet from Manor Solomon. Really poor balls there from Junior Firpo. No-look passes, which are a bit lax, and Solomon had to work his magic there, and he's done so extremely well and leads to win a free kick just sort of 10 yards outside of the box here, of which you'd like to see us do something from, wouldn't you? You know, you'd like to see it. Leeds go short. Aronson. Ampadu. Aronson. Loads of space. Watford really deep. Firpo. Aronson. Solomon. Brilliant from Solomon. Yeah, Leeds just not got that zip at the minute. Not really got that zip going forward. It has to be said. We're not really been that aggressive, which is fine. We're 3-0 up. Just conserving that lead, potentially, presumably. But yeah. Ball played out. Cut inside. Deli Bashiru. Andrews. Here we go. Cutting forward here. Goes for goal. Unlucky. Unlucky. Had Melee scrambling there a little bit. Melee, not really. I mean, that was two or 3 yards wide, actually, guys. So what happened is Andrews came forward there. Didn't really have an option. Great, good defending from Leeds, and went for the strike here. And Elan Melee went for a bit of a audacious save there, but I don't know if he had his bearings wrong there, but I mean, it went 2 or 3 yards wide. Watford making changes now. Tom Insoe in 2015. Tom Ince coming on, which is great to see, which means that Sissoko's going to come off for him. It'll be interesting to see if it's, one of the main men going on. I think Vata's coming on, which is one of their stronger players. Leeds should be able to lock off Tom Ince. I mean, I could get clipped here, but if we can't lock off Tom Ince, I mean, he's been done, hasn't he, for about 10 years. I'm just seeing who's coming off there. Dumbia comes off, who's been completely ineffective, really. I think Vata's come on there. Is it Vata? Who will be starting definitely for Watford going into his return. But yeah, it is Vata. Yeah, he's returned from injury, so he comes on. Lee's just needing to get a little bit more control here, I think. Solomon. Just needing to re-establish our control. Getting a feel of the ball in the second half. Rodon. Ampadu. Eli Grove, who's just stepped back into that left-back role, which he does when Leeds are building up in possession. Manor Solomon. Yeah, really good ball. Junior Firpo on the overlap here for Leeds United. Plays a ball in. Oh, it's a brilliant ball in. Unlucky. Leeds' best moment of the second half there. Firpo was there too, just on that overlap there, which you don't really get from Sam Byram. I always mention this, but it's just worthwhile looking at that little instance there. You don't get that from Sam, and that ability to just on the run to play the ball in with your left foot effectively. I actually think that should have been a better ball from Junior Firpo. It was poor. Joel Peru was on the end of it to tap that one in. It was actually a poor ball. Looking back on it, it wasn't met with any sort of ferocity at all from Junior Firpo. Needed to be better there, but good intention from Leeds. Now, can we do something from the corner? That would be nice. Just one corner this game, Leeds, where we're actually effective would be nice. Grew over the ball in. No, as always, headed out. It's weird with Leeds at corners, man. It's like there's not even a presence for it. Do you know what I mean? There's not even it doesn't even look like we're going to score at all from them. I'm just more bothered about Leeds the other way. You know, if we've not got like defenders back. You look now, we've just had a corner. We're back at the goalkeeper. The last one when we had a corner, we had to deal with a counter-attack. Do you know what I mean? It's Leeds is corner taking for an elite side, the top table side in this division as well. It's very odd. It's very, very odd. You know, invariably teams in and around the top are pretty decent at corners. As Ampadu just rashly smacks it. And Bogle's done unbelievably to take that down and win a free kick. That from Jayden Bogle is absolutely exceptional. The ball has just been roofed up into the air by Ethan Ampadu with no real direction. Bogle has taken that down under pressure from Tom Ince. Won a free kick. That is absolutely exceptional from Jayden Bogle under pressure. Some real fine piece of skill there as well. Peru. Got to keep hold of it. Does so. Goes back to Joe Rodon. A little bit of a transitional moment here for Leeds United, maybe. Junior Firpo. Manor Solomon's there. Manor Solomon receives it on this left-hand side. Does the defender come out to tackle him or does he maintain his position? Manor Solomon goes inside. Al Tanaka here. He's going to lose it if he's not careful. Tanaka rotates, spins, does really nicely. Good ball. Manor Solomon. One of you. Joel Peru. Joel Peru. Joel Peru. That is fantastic. Brilliant feat from Joel Peru. That is the one. And I've just received a chocolate bar. Excellent stuff. Brilliant feat from Joel Peru in the and look, arguably the best finisher in the league. The best finisher in the league. I mean, it has to be said. That is one thing you cannot deny with the Dutchman up front. Exquisite, calm under pressure there. Not been great, in my opinion, in this game in front of goal. Tanaka turned on a dime there. Solomon finding that little half space. Pulls the ball in. Joel Peru, that's brilliant. That's absolutely exceptional from Joel Peru. Sits the defender on his arse. Great feet. Tanaka as well. Great feet. Much better from him just in that midfield spot there. Lovely ball in. Look at this. Oh, he just sits him on his arse. That's superb from Joel Peru. Absolutely superb. Leeds United 4-0 up at Watford, everybody. It is dreamlike. Have I even got a 4-0? Have I got a 4-0? I'm going to have to mess. Oh, my God, I haven't got a 4-0. I've not even got a 4-0. Have I got a 4-0? Oh, he's messaged me. He's directed me a 4-0. Liam, mate, you got to up your game, lad. He gives me a selection of score lines at the start of every game, everybody. And he didn't think Leeds would win by 4. I mean, he's quite right, to be fair. Really. I don't think he thought Leeds would win by 4. We've got it here. Top man, Liam. Leeds United 4-0. It's dreamland for the Whites. Absolute dreamland. What a performance. Manor Solomon wins it high again. Leeds United could be getting a 5th there. It could be an absolute riot. It's Joel Peru again. It's a good save. Should Peru have scored? He'll be kicking himself. He'll be kicking himself just as he scored. Joel Peru's, how good has Manor Solomon been? How good? Leeds are just, they're purring. They're absolutely purring right now. 85% chocolate. That tastes a victory. Oh. Lindt chocolate for a Lindt style performance. Leeds corner. Can we do something with it? Gruev. Ball in. Oh. Right. There you go. This is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. That's world class. Absolutely loving this scoreline. This is brilliant. It is absolutely brilliant. We're all over them. Have a cup of tea, please. Read there's a cup here. Yeah, please. Thank you. Ball in again. Oh, Solomon. Oh, he's offside. He's offside. Come on. Come on. We want 8. We want 8. We want 8. Absolutely brilliant. Go on, Mrs. Sort the lad out. Yes, Adam. Where's my team? 16 goals last 3 games. Oh, mate. Leeds aren't deserving it, though, are we? We're not deserving it. You know what I mean? These bitter anti-Leeds fans, these LHBs. That's why we do it, innit? Don't worry. He'll be coming on Thursday, and hopefully they beat Borough. That's all I'll say. And that ain't going to be easy. You know, if you're struggling to beat Portsmouth, Borough come knocking at your door. By God. This is brilliant from Leeds. Absolutely brilliant. So proud of how the lads have come out tonight. I have to say, Farke, it's been a masterstroke in terms of just these 10 changes. And he's been, I don't think anyone was criticising him for the amount of changes we made against Millwall. I think we're all agreed with Farke. But this has just been brilliant. It's been epic. And guys, there's over 2,300 of you here on every single platform. Please make sure you consider moving over to YouTube, create a free account. You get all the benefits over here. The algorithm works in your favour. And welcome. My name is Conor McGilligan on the One Leeds fan channel. But make sure you're over here. Join the memberships as well, guys. Hit the join like Kelly, like John, like Tim have done. Make sure you do that, everybody. We're going to be here. No fan forum tonight, but we're going to be here with your instant match reaction. And we're going to go for long. It's going to be a good one, everybody, because we always do when Leeds win. And when we win like this, it's Lindt chocolate delights. Come on, boys. Watford coming forward. Maybe a bit of a chance here. Tom Ince goes out wide. Oh, is he kicked out of play? Another kicked out of play. 66 on the clock. Leeds in dreamland. Absolute dreamland at the minute. Pollock. Wide right. Andrews. Ball forward. Good ball from Andrews. Let's keep a clean sheet. Excellent in the midfield. Leeds' midfield has been absolutely superb. And Aronson wins a free kick. What a performance from the American this game. What a performance against Deli Bashiru, against Loser, against Sissoko for the majority of it. It's been, for me, and a lot of people won't say this, a lot of people disagree with me, but what I criticise Brendan Aronson for, he's been excellent tonight, and that screams to me rest. Screams to me rest, because the composition of the Watford midfield is not aligned for Brendan Aronson to do well. The rest for him has been so good. And you can see it, Leeds have just got a spring in the step. That Millwall game has done us so good. And there was a little bit of me that was thinking, oh God, you've seen Leeds teams in the past when we've struggled in cup games. We've maybe struggled. That's transition to league form. This has just been brilliant. They've all been, and I was a bit critical of Joel Peru. Look, goals of Joel. If you score goals, that's going to increase your performance levels. It's going to increase, our conversation about you. Tanaka on the ball now. Tanaka. By the way, if I'm Sunderland and Sheffield United now and I'm coming up against this, I'm absolutely papping myself. I really am. James. Brilliant. James. Oh, nearly a hat-trick. Thanks, son. Huh? Okay, thank you. Yeah, go on. A bit more. A bit more. You can have the rest. There's a whole packet here. Back trying to watch my waistline. Thank you. Bought me soup. Sorry from chewing. I know Gabe hates this when I chew on stream. That rarely happens. Bogle coming forward now. A Lindt performance from Jayden Bogle as well. Driving forward. Brilliant. Oh, Peru again. Solomon, come on. Come on. Peru. Oh, my God. Tanaka. Oh, God. Come on. We want 8. This is... Look, we've just turned the screw, haven't we? We've just absolutely turned the screw the second half. And this is ridiculous. Now we've had Solomon just firing wide. James just firing wide. Tanaka. Oh, my God. Have we not got a fifth? Seriously impressive, this from Leeds United. Seriously impressive. Cheers. Leeds just battering them. They're absolutely battering Watford here. Oh, my goodness. I'm like Bruce Bogtrotter. Is that his name? Bruce Bogtrotter here. Jesus. Come on, then. Come on, let's get another one. So good from Leeds. As I was talking about with Aronson, all of his facets, all the things I've criticised Aronson for, he's been excellent. So good this game. James cutting inside. Little trademark this season. James going inside consistently. Oh, nearly nicking it. They can't cope with us. They cannot cope with us. Yeah, I don't know what Leeds have done. They've just dialed it up. I don't think the substitutions have helped Watford whatsoever. Vata coming on. I don't think they've helped at all. Leeds are just in complete control and dominant. This is like an FA Cup game. Oh, hey! Oh, hey! Oh, hey! Bogle on the right-hand side. Brilliant. Well, Leeds United, we're taking the... Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Slap a like on the video, everybody. Slap a like if we can get a fifth. You know what to do. Hello, welcome to the One Leeds fan channel. We're 4-0 up, and Leeds are in dreamland at the minute in a tough one. Let's get that 50-plus goal difference up. You're right, mate. Absolutely. Yeah, they're done. This should be 7-0 again. And we say it every game, don't we, lads and lasses? 7-0. I mean, they're bringing on a change out. Is it Larucci? I'm going in for the kill. I'm doing it for the thrill. Oh, I'm hoping you'll understand. And not let go of my hand. LaRue. Love it. Is it Larucci? It's not. It's Nabazada. All that was completely pointless. I thought they were bringing on another defender. I thought it was Larucci. LaRue, in for the kill. Don't think so. 4-0. Oh. I hear you. It's a result of 2 undeserved promotions. Oh, brilliant. I feel like I've been... How long have I been eating chocolate for? I've not actually had that much of it, you know. You know, I put on some 34-inch jeans the other day and I thought, these are a bit tight. And that's not good. That smells of 32 years of age. I used to be, not long ago, it was 28 waist. What's happened? Skinny black jeans and bopping around to Arctic Monkeys. It's all changed. Gruev, blocked. Do you know who definitely still fits in 28-inch jeans? Waist jeans, definitely Gabe. 100%. Check for Tadze, plays the ball forward. Here we go. Watford on a little bit of a resurgence, maybe. Oh, brilliant defend. Oh, Solomon. Solomon. What defending? Oh, they're coming through a little bit here, though. Oh, check for Tadze. Big touch from Bogle. Big touch from Bogle. Check for Tadze. Wins it again. Kill him. Go on. Not obviously, literally. Kill his touch. That'd be nice. Leeds, we've just looked so good, man. This team's in 10th. They've won it back. Rodon's been put into the stands, I think. But it's brilliant from Tanaka predicting where the ball's going, just filling in. And Leeds are just... Look at the battles won. Look at the battles won as well. Fantastic stuff. Leeds just competing. The ground jewels. They're not getting close. Chekmatadze. Everything. The defending's excellent. The shape. The battles won in the midfield. Feel I'm in the Battle of Hastings tonight. 1066 or 2025. You know, you're just having to take all your notifications off because you're just getting battered by notifications. Corner, I think it is, to Watford. That's it, Aiden. Don't forget, if there wasn't if you didn't have to play by the rules, Sheffield United would have 2 more points. Don't forget that. Lads and lasses, don't forget that. If you didn't have to play by the rules, you'd have 2 more points, as Chris Wilder's rhetoric is. And I think they've just kicked the ball out of play. What's going on here? It is a corner, and Barry Bannon in the middle, still not happy with competition. Barry Bannon, how about you keep Watford players from standing on Ilan Melee's toes? Because if you do that, I mean, that's obstruction. That's illegal. You can't just be standing on Ilan Melee's toes. You know, there is a thing called personal space. Do you know what I mean? They're all over him, and the Leeds players are trying to push him away from it. Yeah, so basically, Kiembe's getting upset that we're trying to defend. Leeds nod it out as well. Brilliant defending from the Whites. First contact. Don't give away a free kick here, Leeds. Bogle's been so good as well, mate. I'm so impressed. This has been the performance of the season, I think. Leeds coming away again. Oh, unlucky, unlucky. Oh, the DJ nearly ran it down again. Cleared. Brilliant from Leeds. I love that. I love that we're battling here as well. We're really battling. Excellent stuff. Tanaka. Leeds win because they're getting frustrated now. Watford. It's abundantly obvious they're getting a bit frustrated, and Leeds' class has been so. Ho ho ho! We bring on the cavalry, boys. We'll bring on the cavalry. What do you mean? We bring on the cavalry. They ain't all dead yet. We're bringing them on. Solomon's off. James is off, and you've got Ramazani and Nonso coming on. That's right. It's 4-0, and you're tired. You can't be bothered. You're a footballer, but you want to go home. You want to go back to your multi-million-pound mansion. We're not allowing you right yet. You're sticking around because we've got 15 more minutes and the cavalry are coming. We're bringing on Ramazani and Nonso. Let's go. Yes, Aiden. Stop. He's already dead. Millhouse Van Houten vibes. Yeah, good play from Leeds there. Junior Firpo. Leeds breaking away as well. Unleash Ramazani. Ramazani cuts inside. Good tackle on him, to be fair. Grev does well, wins the free kick. Excellent, excellent again from Grev in that midfield. Another top performance from Alai Grev, who, by the way, I think is hitting different levels to what he did pre-injury. I think he's I don't know, maybe it's because with Tanaka, he actually looks like he's the more advanced. I don't know, which is maybe giving him a little bit more license. I still think Tanaka's like the more defensive one. I'm looking at this one again. Tanaka's still the one dropping a little bit deeper than Grev if you look at the composition of them both. Rampadu. This is all without Strauk. It's all without Strauk as well. Oh, we're doing this all without Nonso, Strauk, all the likely lads starting. Nonso, here he is on the right-hand side. Leeds win a corner. Good stuff. Well done, Willie. Where? Ball played him. Good save. Let's do my own bit of trolling. You guys know what I'm going to be doing. See you soon, fellas. Oh, buddy. Multi-stream. Do you know what it's about on one Leeds? We can go on other streams and we can troll them during my stream, during watching the game. I'm a multifaceted human being. I can do different things at once. Oh, it's good, isn't it? Sunderland and Sheffield United. We'll see you soon. Oh, we will see you soon. Oh, God. Right. Robbie, you know what it is, mate. You know what it is, lad. I'm in a menace tonight. I'm in menace mood. Oh, dearie me. What a life. Oh, this is lovely, isn't it? Isn't this good? Peru's off. Joseph's coming on. Oh, Joseph and Roth. Joseph coming on, Rothwell coming on. If you know, you know. If you know, you know, lads. Right, Leeds coming away with it. My work is done. Ball over the top. William Yonto. Go on, son. Get yourself one. Unlucky. 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 We want 5. We want 5. We want 5. Oh, dear. Menace, Josh. You know it, lad. Menace. See the face. Hello, Connor. Oh, you just got to love it. You got to love it. Carl Tanner, Gabe was right again. Well, that's it, mate. Gabe's right, as always. Show your face in the chat, Mr. American. Could be my favourite American, who knows? Joseph chasing it down. Cleared. Firpo. Ramazani. Oh, lovely turn. Go on, Largy. I mean, he's just getting kicked here, isn't he? Largy still got the ball. Brilliant. Brilliant balance. Can he receive it back again? Joseph goes back to him. Largy Ramazani. Cuts inside. He's gone for it, Ramazani. Unlucky. Left-hand side. Says a little bit of a sorry. Says a little bit of a sorry to Bogle on the overlap. Anime fan says 99p. Thank you so much, anime fan. Really appreciate that. Remy, I'm being a bit of a terror. I'll stop it. I need to stay on Leeds United vibes right now. I'm supposed to be on my second channel. If you guys aren't subscribed, oh, Joseph nearly nicks it. If you guys aren't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the second channel. I post additional bits on there, which is a little bit more general championship focused. But I may have to convince the missus, because we're supposed to be doing Valentine's Day tomorrow, because I'm off home to see the old boy on Thursday, so I'm missing Valentine's. But she just brought me chocolate. Do you know what I mean? Oh, sorry. Ignore her. Ramazan is my main love. Go on, fella. Oh, he's jinking. Go on. Joseph, go on, son. Joseph, it's poor Matteo. I'm always here for you, Matteo. I'm bigging you up, Matteo. It's a chance for you, Matteo. But anyway, we've got the watch-along stream. I'm doing like a 3-way stream tomorrow. And Sheffield United, Burnley, Sunderland. But it is Valentine's Day territory. Do you know what I mean? Going to see the old boy on Thursday. Wednesday, I've said it's Valentine's. But, you know what I mean? There could be a bit of trolling tomorrow, couldn't they? There's an opportunity for a bit of trolling if I'm doing a watch along. Do you know what I'm saying, lads and lasses? Oh, Brendan Harrison. They're making Brendan Harrison look unbelievable in this game. Firpo, Joseph, Leeds are just exquisite. It's Olay stuff, this. It's Olay stuff. Aronson, oh, look at him. Brendan's having a laugh. Unlucky. Couldn't quite get the backlift on it. Nonso was in a good position. Joseph working hard to get back. I don't even know where to start on the instant match reaction. Please join me, everybody. You'll be automatically redirected to the instant match reaction, of which all of your comments that I've not read out, I'll try get into. My God. I feel drunk on Leeds United love. Ball played in. Check for Tadze. Oh, he's at the bar. It won't go in for you. Check for Tadze. Brilliant. I don't care. That's Watford's best chance of the game. Check for Tadze starts it. Firpo can't get round him. Just a little bit of a glimmer of hope there for Watford. Poor defending from Leeds, to be fair. It was a bit easy. And he's at the bar. Yeah, let's keep this clean sheet. I agree with you. No, I agree with you about Joseph, mate. I agree. Not been good, has he? He's not been good. I hope Firpo's all right. I think him and Mez have collided. And when I say he's not been good, by the way, everybody, he's only just come on. But I'm saying he's look. I've said this for a while now. You know, I'm picking at the minute. Always said it. People don't want to hear it, because they want to beat me down for the Joseph stuff, but there's only one person I'm starting right now. Only one person. Yep, Lee, we got it. We got to say it, mate. We got to say it. And I'm happy, as I always say. I'm absolutely buzzing for that. I am absolutely buzzing for Peru. I want Leeds United to get promoted. I think Amp's going off now for, let's give him a clap, everyone. Let's give him a clap. Captain Fantastic. I mean, clean sheet. Strauch's on the bench. Come on, Pascal. Come on, lad. We'll get you on the pitch. Get you warm for Sunderland. Come on, fella. Off on the pitch we go, lad. Take the captain's responsibility. Don't get anywhere near the penalty box. We don't need any more penalties from you. But get yourself on, fella. Get yourself on. That's it, Aiden. I've got them in my back pocket, mate. Agendas everywhere. Yeah, I think Dormston, you're probably right, mate. You're probably right. I think it's pretty obvious now, isn't it? I think you saw it at the weekend as well. He's struggling a bit at the minute. But still got to back him, haven't you? Still got to back him. There's something there, mate. There is something there. Honestly, yeah. Watford coming forward. Good little bit of play there. Ooh, bad defending from Bogle. Jink pass really easy. Come on, lads. Keep the clean sheet. Loser. Good save, Ilan Melee. Come on, Leeds. Let's keep this clean sheet. Come on. Let's, I'm just more focused now. And Melee shouting at him, to be fair. Come on. We've slacked off a little bit. We've had Bogle diving on a tackle and been Jink passed. We had it with Firpo just a second ago with Chakvatadze. Come on. Let's keep that clean sheet now. Come on. We're better than this. Yeah, we want that clean sheet, don't we? Come on. Macaulay says, Joseph is trying far too hard. It doesn't come across a smooth, comfortable performance. I agree with Macaulay. I think we're talking about it not long ago. I think he needs to stay within the penalty area, not try come toward the ball. And I think that should be a Farker instruction to him. Not saying it's Farker's fault, by the way. I'm saying it should be. He should just say to him, just don't come out. I'm not going to blame you for coming toward the ball. Try, I know link-up play is part of your game, but let's just see a little bit more of you in and around the box. It's affecting his overall play, I think. Like you say, he's a young lad. He's trying too hard. Chapatadze. Am I having chocolate? I'm not, mate. The missus has gone and got it. Although it might be outside. I don't know. I've got to stop eating chocolate. Andy says, thanks for your hard week's work, Connor. Let's be honest, it's a ridiculous performance. So proud of this team the last few weeks, mate. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your donation and anybody's donation. It really, really does. It does warm my heart. That's genuine. It really, really helps. And thank you so much as Chakvatadze loses the ball. Yeah, it's obviously it's graft running the channel, mate. It's a hell of a lot of graft. 2 channels as well. It can be 2 full-time jobs, especially when you're doing the amount I'm doing. But you guys love it. And I got into this because I love talking about Leeds and I know you guys absolutely love it. And I wouldn't be here without my community. My community is the best on YouTube. I'll stand by that. You guys are amazing. All of you. Strout loses it there. Oh, it's a very similar position to Watford last time out. He apologises to Junior Firpo, as Vata does well there. But yeah, really appreciate it, Andy. Thank you so much, buddy. Yeah, I was just thinking that about Aronson. He's flagging a little bit. Grundonate, I love you too, man. Yeah, hear you. You could be right. You could be right, but yeah. Come on. Let's keep this clean sheet. I'm really focused on this clean sheet now. Come on. Ball in. Leeds clear. So we've got around a minute or 2 plus added time. Join me as well, everybody. You'll get automatically redirected to the instant match reaction, of which it is just me. We haven't got a fan forum this week, unfortunately, but we'll have that back for the Sunderland game. Leeds' biggest game of the season, it feels like. Oh, loser goes forward and it's straight out of play. Oh, it's just been great, this. This has been great. Because you guys know I like to look at the tactical fine print of games as well. And, Loser and Chakvatadze were a big worry for me tonight. And I wasn't kind of conveying this on stream because I didn't want to come across as negative. Connor, you're too negative. So I didn't want to do that. I still think Leeds were going to win the game, but I was a little bit worried about those two. The path, the supply, I was a little bit worried. But Leeds have just, we've rattled them. Chakvatadze has been absolutely absent. and he's one of the best midfielders in the division. Loser has been so good. He was so good against Sunderland at the weekend. He's been absent, really, in terms of progression. So Leeds have done so well. I feel like we've just got so many passing lanes now. It's so obvious what we're going to do. Like, you know, every single player, it's scripted. Every single player knows, and in like a positive way, not Scott Parker on Bielsa. But it just feels like we all know where we're going to go. Do you know what I mean by that? The midfield get the ball and they know instantaneously where the other guy is. And that's credit to Daniel Farke and his coaching staff. And it kind of, like, you look at Sheffield United, they've done a lot of transfer business, and you do wonder whether or not Cannon and Ben Brereton Diaz and Hamza Chowdhury and others are going to mesh. But this Leeds United team know each other so well. And that is a credit as well of us not doing any January business, in my opinion, because I don't think, we needed to do it, but B, you kind of look at it and you think, you know, the partnerships, the sort of like melody of the group, you don't want to disrupt. And that's a big thing as well. Something Farke touched on. And I mean, look at this, guys. This is where depth is tested. You're going to Watford at home. I'm going to check their home form. I want to check their home, because last time I looked, they were fourth home form championship. I think this will be updated now, but I wanted to see where it was before Leeds started playing them. Hopefully it won't be live. So the home form table, Watford are fifth. No, they're joint fourth. They've got the same home record as Burnley. Okay. Now, in the grand scheme of things, you'll probably look at that and say Burnley struggle at home. But Burnley are where Burnley are at. You know what I mean? They don't lose games at home. Burnley don't lose games, and they are where they are, you know? So Watford have the same home record as Burnley. We've just gone and shoved 4 past them at Vicarage Road. And I'm so happy with how our away records turned as well in this new year. You look at Derby, you look at Stoke, you look at Coventry, you know, you look at Watford. We've not conceded a goal in any of those games. So Leeds are looking so, for me, I think this has been the performance of the season. They've been excellent. Every single one of them has been so good. And, you know, I think even in the second half, Peru came into it a little bit more as well, who I was criticising a little bit in the first. And Leeds win a free kick there. Excellent defensive work from Willie Gnonto. Excellent defensive work, who, by the way, in this game has been on the back foot a lot in terms of our defensive structure. And I got told at the weekend he's lazy. I got told he's not good at defending because, unfortunately, some fans will do this to justify players not been included, even though they're just maybe not selected because they're just not good enough at that moment in time, which Gnonto isn't ahead of James. Gnonto's come on and put a really good defensive shift in here. Recovered the ball a couple of times now, you know, and this squad has been utilised really well at the minute. 4-0. What a result, everyone. What a result. This is our sticky patch, by the way, apparently. Firpo, poor ball, short, leaves Ramazani. Andrews comes forward. Leeds going to have to work a little bit harder here. Firpo getting back. Well done, Strout. He does really well there. Ramazani with a bit of space here. Can he get his legs going? If he wants, we've got about 30 seconds left. Will Leeds get up the pitch? We're going back. Smart from Ramazani. Well done. Well done. See, I know it sounds daft, but even there, you can go for a home run. He's not been playing a lot of minutes, and Ramazani could go for a home run there, lose the ball, and potentially lose our clean sheet status. He's not done that. He's tried to keep the ball ticking over. Chapatadze. They've got to do something now if they want a goal at least. Kiembe. Come on, referee. Blow it. Let's have it. Ramazani. Oh, brilliant. Oh, and that's it. Champions-elect. Champions-elect. Ole, ole. Champions-elect. Ole, ole. 14 games left. If that is the standard for our next 14 games, confidence up here. Join me on the instant match reaction, everybody. You'll be automatically redirected. Can't wait to see you there.